told to treat us well. Thanks everyone for coming out today. We've got a couple of bangers ready and waiting. And let's get straight into our first. Vitality on the T side, their map pick, and laying up the set piece.
Bro's about to be tested here. He is the lone defender over towards this A site, and Vitality have got their eyes set on it. Bro backs out from the spawn. He was here to play retake, and that was the one chance to open up. He's got teammates rotating in. Flash is ready to go to re-aggress out through CT, as that is where Astralis group up almost everyone. Deep nade comes in, stares the man with the flash.
This is the rough one, the 5-on-5 retake. They do have the kill available. We've got 3 players make it fall coming from CT spawn. It's Flame to strike first, and he is striking hard. Double headshot. ZywOo chimes in as well. It took in so clean as Vitality confirmed the pistol victory. Not even a look in for Astralis.
Device is out of there like a light. Vitality just set that site ablaze. Flames and ZywOo, I mean, Flames had a monstrous clutch to close out the day yesterday, on top of everything ZywOo did. So this is, like I said, potent firepower. You've got plenty of it. It'd be easy to say it's just a ZywOo show, but that would be completely discounting the rise in form we've seen from players like Mezzy and the old reliable Spinks and Flames.
So reliable. That close yesterday against FaZe with Flames, I've never seen anything like it. No, you think it's a round that's done. There's no way he could possibly find those 3 players right in front of him with Flames literally at his feet as well.
Yeah. No, I mean, it felt written in the stars for that guy to close out the map like that. And you know, we've been talking about the edging around Molotovs all tournament long.
We've got to get a better name for him.
Well, we could go with a device classic. It is Ghosting.
Ghosting.
Which I do like the sound
I think
of.
that's quite nice.
Yeah.
And we've got a Force Spy here, boys. On Mirage, this is actually very difficult to convert. You've got a lot of long-range duels. They've got the Desert Eagles, and Danes are known to be deadly with them. We'll see if they can connect the shots. Apex in the open, it needs to be careful. A slither of damage towards Down as they try and confirm mid-control here. You can see the bombs towards A ramp. We've got Spinks already making some decent space in towards the bomb site itself. Another smoke down towards Connector. CTs don't have much presence towards A whatsoever. Down holding towards Connector. We've got Stair joining him, but the rotations are coming through, boys. It'll be Bro and Yabi coming from CT spawn. They could actually do something with this, but ZywOo looking like he's still in unbelievable form. Hits the first headshot of the round, goes 3-0. Bomb going down. You might even consider the save here unless you get a couple of 1-digs right here, right now. Not going to happen. ZywOo going to town. There's the hat trick. Nothing but headshots. And once again, this could be 2 back-to-back perfectly clean rounds.
Clinical stuff for Vitality. And yeah, those CT4 spies, they're feeling more and more meta, Henry.
Yes.
But on this map, I agree with you. That's pretty audacious. But Astralis tried to pop mid, play 4 players fighting on the catwalk, but Vitality just reset for an A attack. And the reason they're so meta, I mean, if you're winning that round on Astralis, it's essentially better than winning the pistol. You're pushing your opponent down to default loss bonus 1400, and you're taking the reins of the game. Not today. Vitality keep 5 alive.
0 deaths, not bad. Not a bad way to kick up a semi-final whatsoever. And that's going to be potentially 3 rounds in a row without conceding any deaths. There's an eco coming up next. So this is actually kind of unbelievable, really. The money must be out of control. Like, there's going to be a bonus round, and they're going to have, what, like $10,000 per player or something? We'll see how they get on, but this is pretty unprecedented. Like I said, not much you can bring to the table here. Astralis will get 4 Deagles. That might compromise the AWP situation. Now, Device has actually saved the MP9 and the Kevlar. Oh,
dude, he's still so switched on. This
is unreal. Why is he so good right now?
He's the best rifler in the game.
He must be.
It is very exciting having ZywOo performing like this. It feels like they made a little bit of a fire underneath this guy to try and kick up his performance. And I think Apex even echoed that sentiment in the interview after their game yesterday.
3 rounds without conceding any deaths? I've never seen that before. I've been casting 10 years. That's never happened. So this actually comes through. This is actually kind of a big deal.
Well, Yabi wants to break the streak.
Of course,
now you've said it. Deagle denied.
I've never seen this
15 alive.
Okay, I think the veto for this series is super interesting. Mirage is the opener, Vitality's pick. We've not seen this device-led Astralis squad play this map yet, right? The last time they did was back when Blame F was in the team, and that was all the way back at the RMRs. So even right now, we're kind of heading into unknown territory. It was floated in Astralis' game versus FaZe, where it was the 3rd map, but they never made it that far. They were able to get it done in 2. Then the Vertigo pick from Astralis is a super interesting one, I think. just because Vitality have shown to be a good team on that map, but clearly after that phase game, Astralis feel like they've seen some gaps. I kind of thought they might have leaned into overpass here because it was left open.
Bear in mind, there's no device AWP here to kick things off. Can they find their first kill of the map? Apparently not. We're not going to do it again, are we? Not 4 rounds without a single kill. Guys, come on.
That would be out of control. 3 rounds is one thing. It's a bullfight right now, Henry, and they're getting decimated in middle. Okay. 2 from ZywOo, no surprise.
The round's over. It does beg the question, will they even be able to hold on to their rifles at this stage? Apparently not. The perfect game. We've never seen anything like it. Finally, a kill comes in. The streak is broken. It's the smallest of victories, though. And we do see Astralis go down 0-4. Bloody hell.
19 kills in a row, Henry, without a single death.
That is a real statement. Bear in mind, Astralis haven't dropped a map thus far in ESL Pro League Season 19. This might be the first.
And they had a fantastic Chengdu debut as well, right? Like coming in, going to the playoffs straight away, you know, falling to a reasonable opponent.
They seem to be able to beat FaZe each and every outing as well, somehow.
Or at least make them work for it.
So the kill count is 18-1 in Vitality's favor.
Jeez.
Yeah, a very unprecedented start to the game here. Astralis.
I'm blown away, Harry.
That
doesn't happen too often.
No, oh my God, ZywOo, he's still doing it.
Has he even died yet?
10-0.
Oh
I mean, one player's died, bro, and it was Spinks.
What can you even say about this one? Okay, let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, make some noise. Let's go.
Bro's the guy offering up resistance right now. Both kills that Astralis have by round 5 come from Bro.
Damn, everyone looks so sharp.
Flames is looking to break away in, and Mezzi's there to help him. So the horrible time for Astralis continues.
So it's not even a competition right now. Astralis have not been able to get their foot in the door of this game.
They should be able to bring out the orb, right?
Oh, good save, good save. AK available. Couple of grabs here. Astralis looking to play the long game right now. They're down on their luck.
So Flames got $10,000. ZywOo, $10,000.
Flames play Mac 10 as well, farming.
Dude, this is kind of unreal.
Dude, this is such an exciting prospect, though. If this is the Vitality that is going to emerge from this Pro League after what I can imagine Vitality very much considered a lackluster result at the Major, even though they go into the playoffs, they still fall short. That was with quiet performances from ZywOo, who admittedly was feeling under the weather, but I don't think Vitality like to tag an excuse onto those situations, right? If they come out of that, they show up to Pro League and they use this as their event to kind of rise from the ashes and come back far stronger, then damn, the remainder of this year gets a hell of a lot more exciting. Astralis, they've not even made a dent thus far.
I mean, it was easy to maybe discount Vitality a little bit this year because they started so slow at Katowice, you know, getting grouped there, and then they go on and sure the Major didn't go to plan despite making playoffs. But, you know, 2023 was a miraculous year for this organization, for this roster.
Oh my God.
So you got to keep that in mind. Looking to get back to their winning ways.
Still, plenty of Counter-Strike to be played here in this half. Sure, it's kind of out of control. It's kind of unreal, but still, Astralis at this point can still win the half. We'll see if they can make a dent here now. We do have the device AWP. Mezzi working towards those B apartments, and we've got a B execution coming here, lads. You can see at the top of your screens, they are coordinating themselves. Maybe out of B, actually. They're going to be going towards underpass. So
they can quick reset.
Yeah, the thing is you've lost control of the A side of the map entirely. He's been high alert. Flames is aware of it. They've got 3 players top and middle on the CT side, one of which is the Device Orb. Yabi looking towards the underpass, and Stown in anti-flash to help out. Divisive required. Here we go. The first advantage Astralis have ever had in this matchup. We are going to see a 5 versus 3. And they've got full mid control. Time ticking away as we hit sub 1 minute. It's up to Spinks to try and claim some territory back. First opportunity, a difficult shot, one he can't convert.
It's a great setup for Astralis. If Vitality did pop B, that would have been the round, but now it's defended by 2 players and a third on the catwalk as well. ZywOo looking to open things up with the AWP, but Yabi's found that first kill in the B site, and ZywOo will fall finally. He is mortal after all. Give it a go, Spinks. You got nothing to lose.
That's a nice kill. Oh, I don't. I thought he had 10 HP. It was 100. Misread that one. Not quite the kill he was looking for.
Oh, but that one is.
Yeah, but look, he's getting flanked. He's Device in through the back line, and Astralis are on the board. It takes them 6 rounds to find their first, but when they get there, they do it pretty dominantly, only losing that one player in the process.
Yeah, nice mid-control there from the CTs. You could see Vitality second-guessing themselves. As I mentioned, they had 5 players toward the B side of the map. Felt like they weren't going to break through, and trying to reclaim territory that late into the round, it's very difficult. Astralis had the best possible setup there. Players in anti-flash, and then Device patrolling top and middle as well, and he makes mincemeat of them. So as soon as the Device orb comes out, they win their first round. I'm sure it's a trend that will continue. A ton of damage though. His round maybe nullified at this stage. It's the opening frag for Flames. They've already taken Device down to 16 points of health as well. And now Stown needs to try and pick up the pieces, focusing towards the underpass right now. Needs to try and deal with Flames with so much utility heading in his direction. The bomb, however, for Vitality making his way back towards A, and potentially a little splits coming up here next. But it's the Danes that need something going in their favor in terms of information. So Stair trying to make a play towards B apartments.
It's very aggressive, but he's still on his own. Will he commit to this or just tuck him behind the smoke? Bro spots the AWP. He goes back for a fight against ZywOo. Very, very risky move. Stair punished as well, but Vitality already feel committed, and they can be with kills like that continually coming through. 5 on 2. They just walk it over the line.
Yeah, you got to save now.
This whole round just got kerfuffled by Device getting swung in mid, sprayed while he was mollying boxes. That was to set Yabby up aggressively. So Astralis' plan uprooted immediately as this round began, and it felt like they were on their back foot the entire way.
I mean, this is where, you know, Astralis, they've shown a willingness to leave Mirage open. They've shown a willingness to kind of try and scare their opposition in the veto by threatening them with the unknown. And so you might have had ideas coming into this. You might have imagined that Vitality were willing to call your bluff with their fantastic track record here on Mirage, but you do kind of lack the depth in your playbook from the lack of officials here if you're Astralis, having not played this map since Device took over as the IGL. And that's also up against a red-hot Vitality who are very much in their comfort zone here. I think even as you look down the line, for someone like Flames, he's had some of his sickest moments on this very map.
Yeah,
you'll remember back when he was in the OG jersey, that insane one out through Palace.
Yeah, unbelievably good. And that remains true here for Team Vitality. It's going to be the first tactical timeout, one they desperately need, as Astralis are on their knees here. We've got a 6-1 lead. Vitality running away with this first half. But bear in mind, we did save the AWP, and that's going to be a key tell going forward as well, because Stown is bringing out the double orb setup. Very viable Mirage. Yep. Normally brought out when shit hits the fan. And I would say we've got to that point already.
Yeah, so, I think we've been there for a minute, actually.
So this enables you to have a turret Owen towards the B bomb site, free up one of your riflers to have maybe even 4 players on the A side of the map, and we'll see if Stown can deliver the goods here. Allow Device to be very dynamic as well and aggressive and move around. And we'll see. Is that Stown? Oh my goodness, he's pushing top of middle.
They keep trying to make these mid-fights happen, but Stown didn't realize blind in the smoke. He got stuck in the open.
He ain't the turret whatsoever. He's actually getting stuck in.
He's out of there though.
Device is going to be the one orping towards B.
Yeah, be in a very dangerous position. Shrouded by the top mid smoke, but that con smoke can just be fired through. He's got his AWP by his side. Device locking down B solo, and Vitality still looking for a mid pick. It's not going to appear. No one's overstepping, waiting for Vitality to make the move and walk into this setup. So he's just poking, prodding at middle, begging that someone gives him a fight. Surrounding the A side now. ZywOo getting closer and closer.
Oh, that's a hell of a shot.
Nice opener. Stown, that AWP springs to life. 2 quick kills from him. And he even goes hunting for a little bit more over here now. Top of the stairs. Apex, meanwhile, sneaks out over towards shore, but is caught by Yabby with the backstab, and that's now the bomb away from Vitality. For Spinks and Mezzi, there's no winning this round. They're not going to have time to go and get that bomb back, so let's see if they can at least make it expensive.
20 seconds though, boys. The bomb's down. There's no way of getting the plant here. As Harry said, is just about trying to cause some damage. Stown certainly is. He gets himself a hat trick with the AWP.
Big nade. He just blew the AWP out of there. They want to save that. They've got to fight for it now. Yeah, question is, does he commit after the clock? Because they can get it from close palace.
They just naded it back themselves.
Oh my god, it's a tug of war right now, and Yabi's grabbed that AWP.
They threw their own nade to blow the AWP away from Spinks. All right, they knew what games he was playing. They're willing to meet him there. So that's how Astralis get onto their second. I think that is a real sigh of relief moment. Stown dons this second AWP alongside Device. Thus far, there hadn't really been a hero figure for Astralis.
Nice
Stown shows he can be heroic.
They can do that again. You know, Device lockdown B solo, give a lot of freedom to your team. I feel like there's no reason not to run a similar setup. Vitality don't feel desperate enough to go for just a B hit out of spawn. They can still trust in their defaulting. They're going to set up towards A. Spinks on a lurk.
Kind of feeling it now for Astralis. That round from Stown is going to raise morale, light a fire beneath them. We've got a Palace pop. Flashbangs that come over the top. Then 3 players out of the aforementioned Palace. Need to play like kings out as Astralis lie in wait and stare with his first contribution on the map. His first 3 kills are absolute beauties. Huge spray down the AK-47. And they've done it, boys. It's actually going to be 3rd round on the boards. Another 5 versus 2 and nothing to do. Spinks will be dropped as well.
One stutter step. Oh, we got a... No, okay, Apex is fine. He's in.
Is the money broken yet? Not quite. They still have another buy.
Maybe 2, because loss will start kicking in at a certain point. And they've got Apex surrounded. They might just hunt him down, maybe even after the clock if Astralis are feeling rambunctious. Apex just trying to fight his way out, but they're all here. Astralis 4 alive. They're building up their own fund as well.
Yeah, true. Well, here we go then. Astralis with a lifeline. Need a life raft at this stage, but they can pull this back and get 5, maybe even 6 rounds. That would be one hell of a recovery, and they're still on track to do so. They're looking much better since they dropped that double AWP. Like I said, Stare, with 0 frags into that round. He gets a 3-man spray down towards the Palace, completely nullifies their efforts of the Palace pop. And as you mentioned, there's plenty of cash there for Astralis now. 10K for Device, 6K for Bro, as we take a little time out here to discuss their options. It's going to be Vitality on the back foot. They will not have the luxury of the ZywOo AWP now, and it's the last of their gold.
I'd like to see them just, I'd like to see them just do a heavy mid take. We've seen Astralis are keen to fight them in that position, and Vitality, have ZywOo feeling this confident to take those heads-up duels. Let's see a brawl in middle. Let's see if Vitality can take it. We're going to go back to the A side, presuming that Astralis won't have this close double setup once again, and they are correct in their assumption. Just Bro playing retake. Double orb still continues, but it's a long way away.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing we all know about Apex, it's that he just kind of calls it as he sees it, right? He's not afraid to say exactly what he's thinking. And there, at the end of the round, I mean, he basically took one of those French-style timeouts of dragging the round out to talk it over. They still supplemented it with a pause, so clearly they want to make sure everyone is on the same page here. Util over. This is them reacting to that double AWP, right? They're trying to cut the AWPs out by going for one of these set pieces in towards the A site.
Flames has 4 smokes in one position. He just threw 2. Now he's recommitting the same 2 for a double XX.
A double pump, yeah. You've got the smokes coming in towards CT Spawn, Molotovs to follow towards Sandwich, I believe. I think it's ZywOo must have another smoke beneath him. We'll see whether this is going to work out for them. Stown in position, averts his gaze from the connector, now focusing towards the ramp, and he'll have ZywOo to deal with. And he does very well, nails the shot.
Great read for Astralis to not rotate out despite seeing this quote-unquote fake play. What it has done is bait out all of Astralis' util, but they have the manpower to hold this one back.
Yeah, this is kind of awkward. That peek out early from ZywOo, and I don't want to question him when he's as good as he is, but it feels, I would say, borderline unnecessary. Right? They had their intention in this round. They knew they were going to do the A smokes. They wanted to try and lock out the AWPs, but he takes that fight early, and that feeds, the best player on Vitality to the AWP that was about to get smoked off over at stairs.
What a recovery this is, though. Astralis now giving them a taste of their own medicine. Back-to-back clean rounds. They've got AK-47s out in full force. A guaranteed frag there for Stown. He can't believe his luck taking out ZywOo in that sort of manner. And Bro, great positioning on the bomb site itself. The support rifler, frustrating The in-game leader.
Yeah.
Apex, the double pump, doesn't get anything done, not a single kill.
This had the potential to be a dominant half. Now it's looking more like a split one by the end. Vitality have one more rifle round and a single AK in this. Astralis go back to their statement take of middle. Stown firing underpass, in trouble. Device misses, they've got to leave. Do they even have the options? I was gunning them down right now. Device has to worry about underpass.
Damn.
He is on his own, knife out. Yabby bails him. Device just comes hunting, flash in, spink shot from the window. Astralis are throwing themselves at Vitality.
Astralis are going for the jugular right now.
Oh dear.
No love lost between these two teams. What a recovery this has been. They were 5-0 down, and now they're dominating the battlefield. They're the ones controlling middle and making sure every kill goes in their favor.
Apex looks a little flustered, like he's running out knife top mid in a 1-on-5, and they're already there because Astralis are just bloodlusting right now.
His second kill from Device as well. Good God. See you later. Got that killer instinct now. Fired up.
Yeah, this is a crazy return to form for Astralis, and I can understand Apex's frustration here. I mean, you open this game up, as we said, like 18-3 in terms of the kills. You were running the board, it wasn't competitive, it wasn't close, and it feels like Vitality, a couple of missteps here and there, has given Astralis a way back in. Now, Flames opens up this final round of the half. Finally, a 5v4 for Vitality, something they've been searching for a little while now. Device doesn't make it out through the window.
He missed it.
So no good deed goes unpunished over towards B. Device, only the one and done.
That's not a mistake you'd expect to see from Device. He would have gotten out for free. Instead, now Astralis' round thrown into question. Oh, well, question answered. Problem solved and half wrapped up. Vitality get a momentum breaker right at the very end of their T side.
After one of the most dominant starts you've ever seen, Vitality go on a 5-round streak only to manage 7 on the half. Astralis, they're resuscitated in time. The double AWP as Stown and Device doing some heavy lifting to bring them back into the fold. Yabby right up there as well. Slowly but surely, this is taking frustration, setting in for Vitality on the other side.
They got 7 rounds on the T side and they're still tilted off the face of the planet. Understandably so. You were 5-0 up. You didn't even give up a frag until round number 4. Unbelievable, but still, Astralis are right back into this, and they're kicking things off with a bang, Hugo. We've got an A execution, another Palace pop here, couple of basic smokes, couple of flashbangs, and we're going to town. Let's get into it.
Apex might be in trouble under the balcony with only a USP. They come flying in. He still finds one. ZywOo appears through the smoke, picking them apart. He's been spammed as well. He's down very, very low, committed to the kill, and ZywOo gets almost out. 2-on-2 now, Device spamming. And somehow Astralis shooting through these smokes has given them a way in.
There is a flank coming through. They are nowhere near the bomb sites as of yet. Great shot from Spinks. That might be enough to win the round here.
He never activated. He held the entire time, just praying they'd come back into his crosshair. That's too far to bounce a flash, bro. He's looking for this kill, though. Spinks in the open, falls off, and bro now can get weird with it. Round the world. But look who's here.
Flames has read this really well. He's going to hear the footsteps.
Does this go behind him?
But I'm surprised he's not holding the line. Oh, just gives it up.
Did he spot him? Yeah, I think he must have seen it.
It almost makes it look like he did. But
yeah, I think he must have seen a pixel or something.
Bro,
Flames is
the
going
brain
anywhere.
on Flames right now, though.
Did he like mean to get spotted there? I mean, there's some mind games in this round for sure. Going back to this one.
He's just got a knife out.
The easiest kill. Oh, drops in.
That was the chance. That was the golden opportunity for Flames.
Right now, just getting the bomb down is a win in its own right. We'll see if he can come out on top.
Kit picked up. Extra time given. Flames flashed off the angle. This one's close quarters. And Bro holds on. Pistol round recovery as Bro clutches up 1v2.
That's the kind of round I'd love to just sit both players down and hear them explain their thought process, what they saw, what they were trying to do, because the reads are great on both sides, really. Bro's still ready for the fight. He gets a guaranteed money, wins the round. Spinks feels like a bit of an audacious angle there. After playing it so safe in the 2v2, he just gives up that exit route to Bro.
It's unfortunate. Well read by Flames. Can't deliver the goods, though. We have got
the Henry G buy.
Henry G second round 4 spy. MP9s across the board. You can see how effective it is. The MP9, pound for pound, the best weapon in the game. And it's getting the first couple of kills. Stair trying to pick the pieces up. Death by 1,000 paper cuts here. The MP9s running around in the wolf pack, just mowing them down.
That's more
5-on-2.
That's more of what Astralis wanted to do in their force buy, right? But what did Vitality do on their T side? They had a top mid smoke, they had a con smoke, they covered lines of sight. All that Astralis threw was window smoke. Vitality were able to just run them down in the middle, and there's nothing Astralis can do about it. Playing their spawns, and maybe back to spawn here in a 2-on-4.
Still winnable.
Oh, yes it is. This was a 2-on-5, and now it's leveling out.
Those MP9s now lose a bit of potency when the round slows down. It's more of that surprise element. Getting out behind enemy lines early on. That's exactly what Flames are trying to do now, trying to get that backstab activated.
He didn't upgrade. There was a Galil there. He chose not to take it, not wanting to give the information away to Astralis, but they have so much room.
You might even give his Astralis the advantage here, considering the HP of Spinks and Flames.
They get a bomb
zero information. They're essentially playing retake here. So if the bomb goes down, yeah, I think Astralis have done enough here to convert the 5-on-3 deficit.
Flank is good timing, though. They're boosting over. They're wasting precious seconds. They don't know they can't afford. Flames close the net.
Smokes are great.
Bomb will make it down, but Flames, if he just grabs a kill, that sets him up perfectly. Easy frag. Yabby 1v3 now. Trading places, or at least trying to get behind Vitality. Slow and steady. In comes Mezzy and Yabby. I think he's realized he's blocked him in the smoke. What a great read from Mezzy. I feel like he walked in that corner on purpose to try and see, am I getting in this corner? Is there a player here?
Yeah, well, if that was the case, he was dead on. That's a lovely round there from Astralis, keeping 3 players up as well. And we will see, sorry, Vitality, I should say. But it's going to be Spinks. Flames leading the charge, top and middle. Apex getting the job done. A great backstab coming in. And Mezzy, the nice read in the smoke. Great stuff.
He definitely bumped into it there and had some sixth sense. I do like the new, bind you can add in CS to zoom your radar in. It's very helpful for moments.
I only
like
realized
those.
that existed this week.
They only added it 1 or 2 updates ago.
Okay,
you could always do it with your own like console bind, but now they
Exactly.
added a setting for it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, this will be a full all-in commitment toward the 8 site, a 5-man execution. Objective to get that bomb planted and see if you can clutch up and win out with a close-range weaponry in the form of the Tech 9 here. They've actually made some decent territory on the map. Apex will go down. The frustration continues. And now advantage Astralis. Might be able to get the bomb plant cleanly and maybe even win the round here.
It's down, you got the bomb, buddy.
Down has to throw that bomb back across.
Oh, no.
There, waiting over a ticket, gets away with that first man through. Flames dealt with.
Great spam.
Damage connecting on a Mezzi as well, and a flick out of Bro. Quickly done here for Astralis as their own force buy offers up results with Spinks as the last man left standing. He's just going to run for the hills. So Astralis want this gap to keep closing, and they want these force buy wars to continue here.
What a round that is. 4 players survive. You upgrade to rifles across the board. You started with pistols only. This is a huge triumph for Astralis now. Spinks will save a Glil himself. They're going to have to force buy back. He can drop, actually, a rifle. No problem. But this is a 1-round game now. Bear in mind, Astralis were 5-0 down on their CT side. And now bouncing back as the war of attrition has officially begun here. It was Apex in the smoke, the spam. So deadly. Stab overlooked in the corner. Bro converting a magical deagle shot. Round number 16, like I said, you're almost expecting the force buy here. MP9s again. Spinks on the M4. He drops the Galil over to Zaiwu, who's currently 15-9.
Just so many execute rounds in this game.
Well, Device loves a back-to-back call, doesn't he? This is kind of his calling card at this stage. It's really exciting. Will it work out? If anything, should be stronger considering the weaponry they have now, but they are yet to break through in the similar fashion they did with the Tech 9s.
The only man who can go down before the execute is Flames. He's stuck on top of the balcony. Oh, hits a jump key as well. It's not gone well for Flames. Just trying to stay alive inside of the smoke. They are everywhere around him, and Astralis don't like what they see. 3 CT smokes in response. They call it off as well. The option to recommit is there, but they're going to go around the world first. Check their back. Make sure there's no flank, and in that time, Vitality consider ulterior motives. They've spread out. Flames' position once known about as well, so as Astralis pop back into this site, they should be well aware.
Okay, so back we go. More of a contact play now. Don't have the utility to full execution, but they certainly have the firepower to make this round work up against those aforementioned SMGs, but there's lots of CT presence. All 5 players who go on this side of the map. Stair opening things up, finds Apex once again, who has dropped with nothing. It's down to Spinks, really, in the most likely position to cause a dent, but still can't connect the shots. Here comes Zaiwu, though, with the Khalil so blind, and that should be the round. I know exactly where Flames is! Close, but no cigar. Certainly uncomfortable towards the end, but Astralis have done it. They tied the game up 8-8. That was the force buy. They're going to take the lead now.
And in a big way, too. I mean, that was a lucrative round for Astralis in a way, regardless if they won or lost, right? They had enough money banked up to bring out full AKs in the next round almost. Couple of concessions would have had to be made. But yeah, man, they were rolling in money after the 4 alive in their force buy. And so now that's going to start building up here as Vitality have to take a full eco. This is Astralis very much taking control of the momentum of Mirage. And it feels like they've had it for a little while now.
Yeah.
Outside of that force buy round win, Vitality have been able to pick up 2 rounds since their initial streak.
And I love this decisive call on the anti-eco. They know there's not going to be util to stop them, so Astralis just charge up B-Shore for a quick split. Only Spinks in the sight, and he will not go unchecked. 5 alive round for Astralis.
There it is. They take the lead. Very nice.
This is a crazy set of circumstances, and we can see in the cams, it's getting to Apex. He's frustrated with how this has gone. And I think, I think it's going to be easy to laugh at how animated he's being and whatnot. But, you get his frustration. Vitality were running the board in this game. It wasn't even close. There was no contest. And then all of a sudden, you kind of give a bit of room to Astralis. You let them wake up.
This will wake Apex up as well. quite frankly. Yeah, a little bit frustrated. He's going down, but a couple of nice P250 frags. Pretty significant, actually. Keeps Astralis modest. Like you said, it was going to be a very clean round to that point. You're hunting down a P250 of no Kevlar. It costs you 2 kills. That's actually kind of a big deal, especially this late in the game. Nice work into the B bomb side. The round was already won. There was an argument to be made he probably shouldn't even go for the hunt, so he's just got a pistol. It's a full eco round. And yeah, frustrating a little bit there at the start of the end, but we go 9-8. Astralis in the lead. It's Device, who just loves calling these back-to-back A executions. And once again, we have 4 players towards the A ramp. And will be Device top and middle. That'll be a very common trend as well. The in-game leader away from the pack in these 4-1 setups. He'll be smoking towards a connector. A split coming in very thick and fast.
Quick out the ramp with a quick flash, and Flames gets 2 on the defense this time. Apex lures out.
That's more like it.
From the back of the site.
All the time in the world to find that second kill. Delivers on his promise. And now Device, as you mentioned, a 4-1 setup. Nothing he can do here. Is he going to be saving for 1 minute 15, Harry? Might have some filler. Can we play a skip? Right, roll Fight Club. He's actually going to do it. In the microwave as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about these like back-to-back cool rounds out of Astralis and how for Device that is seeming. I mean, it makes sense to me, right? I think the best time this guy ever had in Counter-Strike was Underglaive, who, as we kind of learned when that Astralis squad started to fall apart, was a lot of feeling-based calling. Even though they would do a lot of the prep work and the research, a lot of the calls just came down to how you felt in the moment, how you're kind of read over the game, your intuition, and having that understanding and ability to play off of one another. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this Astralis squad, that's what Device is trying to cultivate within this team.
And there's an argument to be made as well on the T side. If an A execution, for example, goes very well for you, it's a clean round, they don't really have a response. The follow-up round, they're going to have less resources, less money. They might not have the incendiary. So if it works so well before, they haven't taken a timeout, they haven't had a moment to discuss their options and how they can actually rebuttal to your execution. Why not call it again when they're on the back foot and the money's presumably lower? So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Vitality answering back. It's in-game leader Apex who manages to find the killing blows on the A side. He still looks a little bit frustrated.
I don't know what he said. He was just shouting at Astralis. The whole crowd was laughing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he said. Maybe we can catch it. Probably flaming Device a little bit. I hope we have that on replay, but everyone got a good chuckle out of the audience. All right, 9-9. This game, it's felt all...
Is it Device or Plymouth?
All right, buddy.
That's a good line. That's a good line.
God, he's doing the stand-up routine while he's trying to bring them back into the game.
Okay, this has been a very different feeling game, but the pressure in this semi-final, the unknowns, a new map for Astralis, Vitality that had Zywoo start so strong, but has certainly cooled off. This is a tight game right now. T-side momentum for Astralis, but Vitality, they've had the right reads.
This time Astralis want to try and take a bit of this mid control, but Mezzi and Spinks are set up to deal with this. You've got that trade potential. They could look to play off of each other, but in tandem, Stown and Device both strike, and suddenly Spinks has to get the hell out of short. Flames is feeling the burn, feeling the pressure, and it's a clean opener out of Yabi.
That round's over in an instant. Feels like even when Vitality know what's up and they're in the right positions, just 2 immediate kills come in towards Stairs and on that boost.
They only get $1,900 into the next round as well. They have to save these 2 rifles. So if the hunt is called by Astralis here, it'd be very worthwhile. You would completely sabotage their finances if you can find at least one of these kills. I think throwing at least 3 bodies of this, definitely worth. As we'll see, Spinks, he's done for. He'll totally take down Stair and then get traded out by Stown.
Oh, 6 bullets. Trickery, Stown won't miss his shot.
This is nerve-wracking. Vitality are running on fumes, and I think if you're the Vitality squad, you can't believe that this game is where it is right now.
Oh, the repeat. Oh, there's the
Device locks out Zywoo, and so not a gun saved for Vitality.
Oh, he's feeling the pressure.
Dude, they've just got to lie there and take it right now. This is about to be 11 on the board for Astralis.
You're right.
Clinical.
They can't even partially buy into this one. They're hovering around like $2,500.
Oh, the hero rifle.
I guess you need to keep applying pressure to their economy. You can't let it spiral. So Spinks taking matters into his own hands right now. He's 8 and 10. Get a few deagles in the mix. So the Hero M4. You're seeing that a lot more these days just for the financial implications. Flashbang down towards underpass. Spinks sees nothing. Stown will be en route. A key duel about to commence here. Stown will probably jiggle though and get the advantage, then re-peek. He's waiting for Spinks. Oh my god, the read is unreal. He's got him. There's no way.
Oh. Not even a bullet connects onto Stown.
It's so well read from Stown, knowing there's going to be some sort of probe. Some information trying to be garnered there towards underpass. They've lost the rifle. Huge grenade. Doesn't do as much damage as you'd think. And Flames is actually in a position to maybe spam the smoke, but there it is, a 5 versus 3. Just the pistols remaining here, and Flames being tested once again. He has not got Kevlar. Just a 5-7 in hand as they start to strangle the bomb site here. It's going to be a backstab on the Deagle, but yeah, another clean round from Astralis.
Stown's numbers aren't incredible this game, but I feel like he's had so much impact on the entries he's found. Even in that previous gun round, finding Mezzi on that short boost in a very audacious angle. Man, the form is there across the board. For Astralis, everyone has had their moments, and this is a huge one coming up now. What could be Vitality's final buy round and maybe first lost map in Malta.
That's a good point. Both teams undefeated. Astralis 0 and 5 down. They didn't even find a single kill until round number 4. They weren't even getting a look in. It looked like there was no chance of them here on Mirage, but now standing tall. 2 rounds in the lead, and it's Vitality on the back foot.
You know, this is the Astralis trump card of their Mirage. There's no data to go off of here for Vitality. Right. There's no knowledge as to how this T-side was going to go out. And with Device cooking up a storm right now for Astralis, there's been some really nice sort of game plans out of the gate. We saw those back-to-back and then back again A plays from the guy. He's applied so much pressure over to this side of the map. Vitality just don't know what they're up against here. They look lost. They look confused. And so Astralis are right here knocking on the door of Vitality. And if they win this round, this map is done. That's Vitality's pick in Astralis' pocket. And with Vertigo coming up next, I think that's one that sends shivers down your spine if you're Vitality. Even though they won out on it yesterday versus FaZe, it still wasn't the cleanest win, especially versus a FaZe squad that only recently took to the realm of Vertigo. And so clearly Astralis have seen something there that they feel like they can exploit in this matchup.
Bear in mind, with Spinks getting that Hero M4, he's just down to the SMG. There's barely any utility, Hugo, whatsoever on the CT side. They haven't got kits, and now the bomb side being surrounded. Opening kill goes in favor of ZywOo, though. The first advantage they've had in some time. Flames up high. Overlooked, but can't find his footing. It's going to cost him the round, as now just Mezzi, nothing he can do, as Astralis find map points. Another clean finish, no response from Vitality whatsoever. And you guys said it already, if they pick this round up and it's a clean one with nothing saved, it's probably the GG moment. They've got 3 rounds to get this one over the line.
Astralis just did all the legwork right there, and I mean, I've never seen a game with this sort of ebb and flow. Astralis were getting dominated. They started off 0-5 down, but past that point, Vitality never streaked together a round again. It was only one and dones. Isolated rounds across the remainder of the map. After one of the strongest starts you've ever seen.
Do or die.
And maybe the latter. They're quick up cat. Spinks is committed ahead of the Molotov. He has to fight for survival. They will not let him escape. Bit by bit, Vitality crumble under the weight of this Danish roster. Device picking Flames, and ZywOo, he had 9 kills in 4 rounds. He's doubled that in the rest of the game. This is a bridge too far. This is a round unsavable even for ZywOo.
I mean, this is where Vitality are hoping there. Their Wonder Kid can do it, but Astralis have played a fantastic game. There's no doubt about it. You don't fancy ZywOo's odds here. And there's Device to finish the job. Astralis walk away with their heads held high. Mirage locked in after a dismal start. They go on to dominate the board. And with Vertigo up next, Vitality's fate is left hanging in the balance.
pool of their chart, and also, I mean, maybe just surprising Vitality because they had such a strong performance yesterday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the arena loud. We're getting into the second map. Astralis looking to keep their undefeated run here at ESL Pro League. And it all kicks off with a T side here on Vertigo. ZywOo, smoke off towards short. Speaking of smokes, they're flying in thick and fast now. It's Apex to defend. Here come the flashes, the Molotovs, and Astralis begin their entry in towards the A side. Who will strike first, Harry?
Oh, well, ZywOo maybe unsurprisingly opens up in the pistol round. Those dual Berettas fire off, and Astralis, they lose that pep in their step for a moment here. They were ready to go. They've thrown out all their util, and they lose that first man in Yabi. Now they try to take some ground back over here at short. With ZywOo dead, this one falls into a 4v4, and good damage done to both Apex and Spinx. Spinx replies, this one could go either which way. Low HP for Vitality, but they've got the numbers advantage. They've got the edge there. Stown boxed in at the sandbags, feeling the pressure. And no one's here to alleviate it. Stown's got to fight to the death. To the last bullet, to the last man for Astralis here.
He's trying to take the aggros, and Device can creep up towards shore, but I think the job is done at this point. There's going to be 3 players remaining. Device is on a tear in this series, but this is a step too far, and it will be Vitality finding a much-needed CT pistol round here. No bomb planted, bear in mind, as well. So Astralis, if they are going to force buy in this second round, it's going to be Tech9s and Kevlar. The usual approach to this round to take the full eco and buy up in the third. So that's what we're expecting. We'll see if it comes through as we enter round number 2 here. Nothing purchased so far, just a flashbang, so we are going to take the eco. And objective at this stage, a couple of kills would be a victory in its own right. Getting the bomb down would be a very welcome addition to the offense. As you see Bro trying to make his way towards the B steps, got Spinx to deal with, and he will fall.
It was a little bit strange from Astralis in the pistol round, right? The scaling wasn't quite there. It seemed like they almost wanted to creep up.
Yeah.
But they didn't have any P250s or anything like that for the long-range fight, so fumbled that a little bit, and I think it's actually becoming a huge deal whether you plant the bomb or not. I mean, you can see how differently the half can go for the CTs. Obviously, in this round, you don't have much to deal with. Stair does find a kill with the Deagle, but then even in the first gun round, right, you don't feel as pressured as you would playing against a force buy in the second.
Now, bear in mind, this strong start from Vitality could be nothing. They were up 5-0. On Mirage. It took 3 rounds, Yankee, before they even got a frag on the Astralis side. It was kind of unprecedented. We'll see if they can fend them off once again. It's looking to be another clean one as Device. If he can just get 1 kill with his MP9, that's $600. It's definitely worthwhile, and he gets it. That's actually pretty significant now. He'll go down to Flames, certainly. But there it is. It means they do have a stronger buy overall, as we do see AK-47's available. Can Vitality hold on?
And as we get into the first gun round, let's see that Astralis lineup.
Shahar Flamesy Shushan, Poland.
Vitality.
Dan Napoleon Bonaparte.
William Mezzi Merriman, Peaky Blinder.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Austria.
Herbo Ziu Mathieu.
However, today, I have to.
There they are, Team Astralis.
Not my day, Henry.
No, those are great intros, though. Players having some fun, and we'll see if Vitality can hold on. The FAMASs are out, the MP9s. They took 2 casualties in the previous round. Gives Astralis the advantage in terms of firepower, but Stead loses his head. Thankfully, it was a wallbang, so only loses about 40 HP. He's very good at working this position and finding these kills. Spinx is going to find him almost certainly, and that will be converted. But it's a bit of a ruse. We're actually making their way in towards B. They are pouncing on the opportunity here. Bro has found a lot of space and tucking in behind the smoke. That's going to be Mezzi, the B anchor. And Bro's right next to him. Going to leap through the smoke here to his demise. It should be enough as Bro spots one, but he is blind and in the smoke here. It's still anyone's round, but this kill should decide it. Bro behind enemy lines here, getting a lot of damage in, but so is Apex. Down to the 2 versus 2. Device mowing them down. Great response. It's Stair that takes the aggro in towards A, and they saw their opportunity in towards the B bomb site. It's Mezzi caught in the rotation. He's out of the bomb site, and once the smokes and the Molotovs were down, there was nothing left to be said.
And you can tell Mezzi is really uncomfortable making that play, but it's the planned play, you know. We want to go for a faster retake, and that added smoke, I think that was actually from Vitality, the one that you see here at default, right? So he's just running out, not really sure what to expect. The flash already sort of passed. by the time he faced the Astralis players, and yeah, Astralis with the all-important first gun round.
Yeah, absolutely true. Not out of the woods just yet, though. We have got the Force Buy in response. It's actually pretty potent. We've got the M4 and the FAMAS.
And we had, Maniac and Chad were theorizing about how they will approach the defense of B. Maybe they will play retake, and they were talking about, that's pretty uncomfortable to go for those retakes. Vitality tries to go for a quick one, and it doesn't work out.
Mezzi tries to take that early fight, but that offers him up on a silver platter to Bro, so an early advantage taken here for Astralis. Stare spots out the man on default. Are they ready for Apex pushing up through short? Right now the timing's good. They're not looking.
Oh, no.
But a missed opportunity. That one will get away from him. It allows Flames to strike, and Spinks will find some success over towards B.
Yeah.
Vitality have suddenly flipped the script on this round.
Yeah, absolutely true. Apex not with the cleanest spray, but he took enough aggro to set this one up. ZywOo mowing them down. Stavn offering up equal punishment, though. It's down to the 1 versus 1, a very important one. It's Spinks that couldn't be further away, and already a kill under his belt. They'll have a relative idea as to where he's positioned right now. Close going down for the plant. It's going to be Stavn. Defaults, and he can fall back here. There'll almost certainly be no kit on the map for Spinks here. We'll see if he can do anything in this 1v1.
The thing that's awkward is Spinks was last spotted getting a kill over towards the top of B ramp. That means he could be on the flank. That means he could be rooting all the way through middle. Right now, Stavn has no idea, so he's got to piece this one together on the fly, and that's why he's so anxious, so jittery, but there's the spot, there's the info. Stavn now has that to play with. Half the time ticked off this bomb. Spinks is searching for the kill. Without a kit, he kind of needs Stavn to overplay his hand here, and Stavn's got no intention of doing that, just jiggling on the knife. He's called Spinks' bluff, and on the back of that play, it's enough to win the round for Astralis.
You're in a bit of a luxurious position there. It's pretty much guaranteed they won't have the kit available. You can have the internal clock count to 10. Very well played from Stavn, just baiting out the initial couple of shots and then just giving it the absolute last moment. Even though he goes down, he's guaranteed to win it. And there it is. They fend off the Force Buy. It was looking touch and go for a second. It was Bro opening things up. Stare, he finds the kill, but that's when the MP9 got activated towards short, giving ZywOo some space to find a couple of frags down to the 1v1. It doesn't work out for them, but Yanko saving the AK-47. Spinks is the sort of player that can have some devastating impact in these sort of rounds.
Yes, absolutely so, and you can see the money for Astralis. There's nothing in the bank, really. You can keep the pressure on them for the next gun round, and already some good damage from Spinks, but now Astralis has that information where the AK is. You would expect him to get a little bit more aggressive towards that A-bomb side.
Looks to be the decision, at least from Device, who's kind of threading the needle right now. That's awkward for old mate Apex, who was trying to tee up Flames for a ramp fight. I'll lose both.
Indeed, some shades of Blame F in Device. Very aggressive against the pistols.
Hey man, you gotta get that money somehow for the AWP. Alright, Stare. Just gonna reel them in over towards ramp. And so Spinks is just gonna look to get out again with this AK.
Yeah, he kind of has to at this stage. The exits would be something, but he's likely to be traded here. There it is. So no AK-47, but there is a gun round coming up next at the very least. I don't think they have enough of the AWP, but time will tell. It's going to be ZywOo. To be fair, on the CT side of Vertigo, he doesn't actually AWP that much. He actually prefers the rifle on this map.
Spinks could have dropped it to him, but then he would only have armor, no nades.
Yeah.
So that's what they were discussing in the end. ZywOo says, I'm good, I'm good.
He's not one of those players that needs the AWP, though. He's well versed in every discipline, whether it be rifles, AWPs, or indeed pistols. One of the world's best, absolutely everything. So a very important round here. Difficult buy, not everything they needed on the Vitality side. Stare, though, taking pretty much max damage with the nades to kick things off, though. Flames, same damage received. And they've got control of the A ramp at the very least here. Bear in mind, Astralis like to do these back-to-back calls, sending one player up towards A ramp before the B pounce comes in. See if that's going to be coming to fruition once again. Flames jumping for information. Spotted.
There's 4 players here from Vitality. They want to re-aggress ramp, and they already lose Flamesy before they can even take a fight.
That was all nade damage.
Yeah, it's a nice rebuttal considering how the round started, right? With the nades onto Astralis. Vitality will at least keep things in their favor. 4-on-3 and Spinks is even getting aggressive. This is a lovely bit of info to have. Him and ZywOo are both going to commit to the flank though, and so the early warning system won't be there to facilitate rotations. Instead, they're hinging on this double pump of the flank. As he just trying to buy more time for these flanking players, and Aster turns around to deal with it. Sure, you're going to expect one. But him holding out for ZywOo here. How long does he dedicate to the flank? You do not expect two players to both be embarking on that long old journey, and every time he's checked, he's missed the timing. So right now, ZywOo is in pole position to make a difference here, and he'll catch the double from it. Aster just seconds off from uncovering the terrible truth of that double wraparound, but he misses both chances. And ZywOo goes on to close it for Vitality.
I don't know about you, Henry, but I get this feeling that Mezzy, he's not playing at his own pace.
Sure.
Sort of, right? Like you can see there, he almost... his job is like to not die, and they're obviously re-aggressing on A, and he's supposed to contain them, and then they're going to retake, right? But everything he's doing just feels kind of uncomfortable. I think it's very important for a player to be able to play at his own pace. And right, like if you're forcing a guy to play super passive and he would just hold an off angle and trust his aim and knows he can get one kill, then you get these weird situations where you're not really getting a lot out of him.
Astralis seem to be very aware of that fact as well, getting into the B bomb site almost for nothing. Like Mezzy's usually playing right back behind those Jennies. Like he said, he's staying alive, but not having massive amount of impact. But that sort of round though, the fact they keep 3 players alive, it seems like the retake was very successful. The bomb was planted, we're going to see the device AWP.
And I think also you look at the faith they put in Mezzy. I mean, the early gun rounds, they're just overloading A, and they're overloading ramp, and they're leaving him alone to almost look both middle and B, right? And to play a retake on that side didn't really work out in the first gun round, but this time around, the quick flank takes care of business.
3-3, Spinks looking to get a little bit cheeky in towards middle, feeling there might be some space and wiggle room to work with. Yabi will hold him with the Galil. He's just spotting to see if anyone crosses towards ladder right now. That's his only objective, to see if there's any potential of the backstab towards the A-Ram players. That won't come to fruition just yet. Just feeding out the map, seeing if anyone will give up a peek to device. He's got the AWP just fixated towards his crane position. Aster will just be watching the smoke as well. Any players crossing over. A lot of activity right now, and Aster, a beautiful shot to open things up. He'll find flames through the smoke. Lots of damage though towards device with the AWP. He needs to be careful here. He's on high alert, and ZywOo more than willing to be combative at the top of this ramp. Finds our first kill, make it a double. Job done. They can start to peel off the ramp now, knowing they had the man advantage.
It was this Stown and device orb that helped reignite Mirage.
Oh my god, that's kind of sick from Apex.
That one is not going to do it. Stown dealt with by the captain of Vitality. And yeah, you know, even on the Mezzy conversation in that game yesterday versus FaZe, he was lights out over towards B. We kind of sung his praises at the end of that game. He looked really solid there. But I agree, even when we saw him in like the player cams during the kind of break, he just looked like a bit of a deer in headlights, and we've seen Apex having some words with him. So, you know, after a real rough start to this series from Mezzy, going to be a lot of eyeballs on whether or not he can recover. Apex, I think he felt like he should have got out with a double there, but...
I think he thought he did.
Yeah.
He got the dink.
Still, you like to think he's done enough here. Bro shouldn't be able to clutch up in the 1v2 at 2 HP, and ZywOo plays it to perfection. So Vitality hold on to that lead. Oh, sorry, regain the lead.
Yeah, indeed. That's 2 rounds in a row. Should be 3 here. It looks like ZywOo so confident at the top of this ramp, just spamming the smoke in a beautiful manner. And Apex, love this shot. The flashbang delivered by ZywOo as well to get him a guaranteed frag on Stown, who had picked up the AWP.
And I think it's really important, the approach from Vitality. You need to trust your players in a way, right? Even though Mezzy had the first map, bad map 1, you know, that he's going to step up and do his job. You can't change your game plan because of that, because of one guy struggling, right? If you believe the way to beat Astralis' T side is to pressure them on ramp and keep harassing them and pestering them, that's what you have to do, and just trust Mezzy. He'll do his job on the other side.
Should be no danger of losing this round. They have lost flames, but not much recovered. Bear in mind they have no armor. A Yabi M4.
They could have really used a flawless round here, Vitality, I'm not gonna lie. Their economy is still shaky. And we've seen Yabi yesterday in some of these eco rounds, you know, weak buy rounds, do a lot of work for Astralis.
I guess at this point, is bleed out the utility on the CT side. They will get 2,400 into the next. So there'll at least be AKs and armor, just not a ton of utility and certainly no orb. So just going to be feeding things out. Apex to defend, and they know against the pistols, no armor here, just holding the deep lines.
Finding that extra smoke on Yabi just now has given them suddenly a way to actually try and play into this round. And now Yabi gets out with a kill. Suddenly you've lobbed in this smoke that cuts the site in half, and Vitality are down a player. This should at least be a bomb plant here. Now there is still util to come in.
They're going to double nade it, Molotov the site. As soon as the bomb is tapped, they might fake it out the plant though, knowing that's coming. Oh my god.
Yabi up and over, another dink from the M4, and Stown finds another. It might be so much more than a bomb plant here for Astralis. They come into this round with just pistols. Spinks is now the only object standing in their way. He's looking for this player on default, but Stown's not giving him a thing. They're trying to bait him into this double setup. Him and Stare ready to play off of one another. You've got a re-swing out from ramp on device, and there's Spinks cut down. The pistols are enough for Astralis. That boost up on Yabi, that hero M4 that they're able to retrieve from the top of ramp, it does a world of good for Astralis.
Yanko, that's P250's no armor, no nades. That is such a massive round. Not only does it sabotage the economy on your opposition, it raises the morale. Like you said, Yabi having the impact on these eco rounds, that is unreal. So well played at the end as well.
Yeah, and you can't really blame Vitality a lot. They're trying to play it safe. They don't want to give the fight to the M4, and just the boost was really round winning for Astralis. Actually, sometimes you watch it and you're like, just go and kill them. You know, they don't have any armor, right? But then what happens is Liquid does it on Inferno. They miss one smoke. It goes terribly wrong, and everyone's up in arms about it.
Yeah, that missed smoke. That's what
to play it.
Came back to haunt them. Well then, this game just got that much spicier. Vitality, certainly the favorites going into today, but crazy performance from Astralis, especially with the pistols. It looks like they're handling the retake well. The Danes looking fantastic as Mezzi, is just going to leap to his death, straight off the edge of the map. He can't do anything either. And we take the lead on the T side of Vertigo. They will have the M4s out, back in full force here, but running out of time and indeed space.
I think the funniest way to punish that play is when you just stand on the edge of the other scaffolding and then you block them and they just fall to their death.
Stare is looking really sharp, like a lot of confidence taking that A ramp control. He has to show presence and ideally find a kill and survive, and he keeps doing it round after round. He's being a real nuisance for them. Device will have the orb this time.
I have to say, Henry, I'm surprised there was no timeout from Vitality.
True, actually,
after that eco loss, you know, just to sort of calm things down a little bit. Momentum is on the side of Astralis now.
Well, they know Flames is in towards the sandbags as well. Here come the grenades, boys. Max damage on one, and Flames actually gets a frag. Zywoo gets two. All of a sudden, they're in the driving seat here. Apex gets out of his life as well. Still a winnable round, though. Stare and Device. With utility between them, and Device usually good. These sort of picks. Close but no cigar on the first attempt. Can't find the second either. Looks like they might have done enough here, Vitality.
It seems crazy that Device has been given so many opportunities to get involved. Hell of a spam from Mezzi, though. And that leaves it all on Device.
Throws the AWP away off the map.
Need the ace clutch in the 1v4, and the reposition from Zywoo puts a swift end to that idea. That pipe dream for Astralis. Vitality keep the pressure on, and they're going to tie us up again. It's taken Zywoo having a really spring to life, right? Back on that first map, there was no doubt, and it was a hot start from Zywoo. He came out of the gate swinging. And that was like the one area that Vitality kind of bested Astralis. It was just in the individual top performer, but the overall floor, the overall kind of team level for Astralis was better. Here, they've got Stare trying to challenge Zywoo for that top of the board. It's a timeout called in from the Astralis ranks.
Yeah, it's going to be 5-5. A much better start here for Astralis. Bear in mind, a Mirage, they were 0-5 down, could barely find a frag until round number 4. Much different story here. It's neck and neck. Might even give them the advantage in this buy as well. Device has the AWP once again.
I think if you're Astralis, you might maybe try to do something similar again. You're not counting on Zywoo going to the same place twice. But let's see with the AWP on Device. Is it a slower round?
Oh, Spinks playing with fire here, bro. That's a freebie. They've none the wiser. There's nothing Yabi can do to respond. Stare, good for yet another opening frag on the A-bomb side, though. Equalizes the playing field. We're back to the 4-on-4, and he's been so good in this position. ZywOo trying to respond. Apex a strong position here, vulnerable to the flashes, of course, but often overlooked, and that will be the case this time. Device jumps up and meets his demise.
Apex saw ZywOo play their last round, but hang on a second. Stound, this aggression out to the top of ramp, plays it contact. ZywOo, in the meantime, is embarking on a backstab, and right now, no one from Astralis is even considering this. He's here very, very quickly on aggression out through the middle, and so that one comes for free. Stare caught in ZywOo's crosshair. There's still these smokes up for Astralis. They're going to drop those in now, but there's a timer on this bomb plant, and ZywOo is still being discounted. You can't discount ZywOo! Too much room given, and some respect gained as ZywOo, 3 kills, takes Vitality up into the lead.
ZywOo in the zone. He is feeling it right now. Timed to perfection on the flank. At his stare with his trousers down, up towards short. They still don't have any idea as to where he is, and he gets 3 kills in total. A frustrating finish there, Yanko.
Yabi brought a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah. And it's the final round of this first half. Can they tie things up with the pistols? It's going to be 4 players sent over towards A. Yabi dropping the utility from the ladder room. Strong grenade, though, should do a ton of damage. Stare and Stound taking the brunt of it. Incendiary's dropped. The blockade has been set up here. They're going to have to reset the round. Bro, ghosting the smoke, as they would say. We'll see himself push back. And Apex now trying to hold off towards shore as they make their way up towards the A ramp. It will be an A finish now.
It does feel kind of crazy to me just how much room Astralis have been given over at ramp in these last few rounds. And here, when they only have the pistols and limited util, they're still going to be able to get good usage out of these smokes. The boost is certainly a nice idea, but oh, the molly actually pushed them away. And so Stare's able to swing out and deal with Apex up on top of the boost. You've still got these 2 smokes for the exec. Gonna block off both sides of the site here are Astralis. And so that leaves Vitality with a choice. Do they respect the smokes or do they play ahead of them? They're gonna go with the latter. Looking to retake short. Good move made. Spinks holds the line. Takes it one of the dome. It's Flames trying to reel in Astralis. And with just down left standing, Flames will hold his ground, leaving Vitality with the lead on the half.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're watching ESL Pro League, the coolest Counter-Strike tournament in the world. You join us for the semi-finals, where the stakes couldn't be higher, and the Counter-Strike has been fire so far. It was Team Vitality fumbling Mirage after a 5-0 lead, but they find themselves on Vertigo. By a small margin, admittedly, but it is 7-5. They switch over to the T side at this point. We're looking for a third map, Janko. Have they convinced you they can get there?
I think they definitely convinced me they have a chance, but I'm looking forward to, I think, a bit of a different T-side, but we'll get into that after. Okay, never mind. They've calmed down.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
I think for Astralis on their T-side, they were all inning a little bit, right? Like when they were fighting for ramp or they want to execute, there was no lurkers. You won't see that from Vitality. Like Spinks is going to be a menace towards mid. If they want to finish on A, he's always going to be on a lurk. So you're going to see a different T-side compared to the first half.
Very important pistol. As ever in MR12. In terms of the execution potential, we have Mezzi with the smoke and the Molotov. Kevlar otherwise. Those protected players will be making their way slowly but surely up the A ramp. Instead to defend from the sandbags. And he hasn't got much around him. Stown will be on the bomb side itself. Device tucked in the back. So will they Molotov sandbags and flush him out? That's the question. They might use it towards the boosted box instead. Indeed, they will.
Oh, peeking out early instead. Now they've got flashes from Device that were meant to come in and lend a helping hand. No flash materializes because Device is dead, but the rest of Astralis turn it around. You said the Spinks lurk was coming, but this is not the round.
Here he comes.
This is not the round that he was envisioning.
He's coming for you. So as soon as Stair hears the Molotov pulled, that's when he peaks and just sabotages the entire execution.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that makes that even more impressive for me, though, was Vitality did still uproot the Astralis game plan. They went and found Device, who had the nade and the flash combo to help out his players at ramp after they'd taken contact. That flash was never there. It never materialized because Device died, and still, just on brute force, on raw fights over at the top of ramp, Astralis get out with the round.
Yeah, no bomb planted, most importantly as well.
And also, I mean, to be fair, it was a stack from Astralis towards that bomb set, so it was going to be a tough situation for Vitality with the limited utility they had. And a full eco into the second. Well, Apex with P250. Wants a little something.
Well, we'll see what he can make of it, but Device, as you might expect, looking to farm some cash with the MP9. It's a brave descent down the ladder. What he may live to regret. Get back up there, Device. Get out. Just get out. Get out. Oh, God. Okay, he's done well to survive at the very least. And wow, down. That is quite impressive. Looking for the ace. Give it to him. Not quite going to find it. And still, pretty clean round. Device survived.
Just get behind the damn walls, Tom. Don't die. Don't lose that M4. It's not worth it.
There we have it. The first gun round coming up next for 7-7. We're all tied up. Lovely sequence was down. I should have probably gone down after 2, but he does very well. Wanted the ace, of course, that doesn't quite convert it.
He maybe thought he was going to get chased down from the other side, so wanted to just pre-fire and get the kill, but...
Alright, bit of action over here towards ramp. Vitality just spamming smokes, and that's at least this knock-on effect of kind of moving Astralis away from middle, and that's going to lend a bit of room to Spinks. They make a lot of noise early, lots of AKs spamming through, and so right now Astralis leading 3 strong over towards the top of ramp.
Who doesn't love a bit of smoke spam in the morning?
Ooh. Oh my goodness, how has Stair got away with that? The long-range duel probably goes down at this stage, but I suppose he's done his job with the SMG.
Yeah, man, you'll trade the MP9 for 1 AK, I guess. Device even getting involved in raining in. Oh, a double kill! Tries his hand at number 3, and that's the one that's one step too far, but still Astralis set up in this 3v2 now. Zaiwu and Mezzi, the ones left. Try and recover this round.
And they've killed Spinks, so that's what gives some room for Bro to push towards mid.
Oh, but hang on. He's rooted into the spawn, and because Vitality are fast on this fallback up the ladder, he's missed this timing. He has to start to consider it. Start to consider that maybe they've gone B through lower. Right now, no one's envisioning this timing being found over in middle. Bro's still going to be set up over at the B stairs in time, but he's only armed with this MP9.
They've got the smoke and the Molotov to work with here. So Bro allowing them to have control of B. As soon as they hear that smoke pop, they'll know exactly what's going on. Plant comes through. No kits currently available. There may be one on this floor. And we'll see Mezzi now. Strong position. Oh, he should have got that kill, though. That was his all day long. Unable to find the frag and thrusts ZywOo into a 3 versus 1. But Harry, these are the sort of rounds he wins.
Yeah, these are the rounds that ZywOo is supposed to deliver to Vitality. It's a big ask, but he's up to the task. ZywOo keeps that lead held for the Vitality squad as he deals with Astralis in the 1v3.
Holy moly. The flashbang. A master stroke here. Cuts it down to sides. A 2 versus 1. The flash discombobulates them, and then they line up. 19 kills for ZywOo.
If ZywOo's on Cato there, I'm sorry, I don't play Vertigo. And Bro, it seemed like he should have seen him from below. Maybe he doesn't see him, but shouldn't it pop on his radar when he's under him?
Yeah, it's always finicky, though. Like, the radar is some, you know, black magic. No one's really sure what makes it ping, I feel like.
I thought he spotted him and they had the information, but maybe not. Great map, all in all.
You
Lots
are a
of
big
fans
fan.
Around the world.
So I guess at the very least, that was the SMG round, right? Like they had 2 of those, they got the frag, so...
Look at Stan. He just didn't die to that Glock.
Yep, true.
He'll have a full rifle now, and someone else will have more money too because someone had to drop him, but let's see.
But at least it came down to a 1v1, right? So there's still somewhat of a driving position, but it's going to be Flames at the opening frag. Step, he kicking himself. He didn't find that one. Normally so good toward that A ramp, and now Device trying to pick up the pieces.
I mean, that was the whole opening move for Astralis. They run boosted Stair to get him there on a better timing. And he certainly had the chance. I think that's what makes it feel so much worse for Astralis. Now they're a man down, left trying to retake this space over at ramp. They're working with very little util here. Need some gunfights to go their way. First one found, but Device can't withstand the push from ZywOo, who's kicked it up a gear since moving on to this T side. Wins the 1v3 in the last round. Double opener here in the next. And with Bro dead over at B, Vitality on their way to 9 rounds, and it's only Yabby between them and that goal. ZywOo's fired off, and Mezzi's there to lock in that final kill.
There we have it. Another very impressive round from ZywOo on that A ramp. Gets himself his 21st frag after winning the 1 versus 3 as well. It all started with this maneuver. The run boost to set up Stair. Arguably should have got at least 1 kill there. Couldn't quite find the head. ZywOo certainly could. He delivers on all fronts. And you'd expect an eco now from Astralis to get $2,400 into the next round. So there's USPs in a flash, I'm afraid. They managed to win pretty much a full eco on the T side, but it's a whole different kettle of fish here on the CT forces.
Oh, Apex.
Good flash coming in, though. Could actually do enough.
He realizes he's in the danger zone, falls back, and now he's got his team to back him up. So good realization there. The last thing you want to do is kind of give away more than you have to. Astralis learned that very early on. And so a flawless round put forth from Team Vitality. 5 alive up against the USP flash setup. And Astralis coming back out with the guns. But time is running out for Astralis here on their map pick. Especially on this CT side. It can very quickly get away from you.
And you can also see they don't have a single incendiary. So it's going to make fighting for map control a little bit more difficult. So Vitality, do you still just keep playing for ramp control, right? Especially because of some of that lack of utility, or do you maybe change the pace towards mid/B?
Well, this is the mid-smoke getting lined up here.
That helps.
Yeah. ZywOo going down so early on. Device, though, hot under the collar, and still, while completely blind and Flames at his feet, he gets the double. Mezzi will offer on up as well. This is a huge frag. Gets down, gives it up for nothing. He gets the dink at the very least, so an advantage in the 2-on-2. It's Mezzi and Flames working in tandem now. They've got 1 minute 15 on the clock. The whole utility belt full of grenades for Flames as well, and Stair hunting for a bit of information now as he pushes towards shore.
I mean, in this 2v2, the whole map's gone dark if you're Astralis. You last saw the bomb over in middle. You heard flames down at A ramp. You run the risk of overreacting to every little bit of information that you get. And so Vitality try and use that against them. They made some noise over towards A ramp, and that has split the defense, leaving Bro as the lone defender of this hit from Vitality. They're both low, they're both wounded, and he is up for the task.
Safe pair of hands.
Key double from Bro, right? If he doesn't get that there, if that's just a one and done, suddenly it opens up a route to a clutch. It all gets a little bit tenuous, a little bit scary, especially with how long the rotate would have taken. So Astralis, they do well to recover that. Wild that they're even in that position after the double up from Device in mid.
Yeah, they were so low though. Menzi sprays him down to Khalil, but well positioned from Bro. Good read on the second player being there as well. And still, very important round for both teams. Money is tight, especially on the CT side. They got gifted the kill for the smoke to kick things off in the previous round. Won't be given the same advantage here. Nice grenade though, might be able to do some significant damage, and indeed connects to Flames. Takes it down to about half. He's playing to deny vision here. Block off short as soon as he spots one. Oh, God, Zyri. You think he might even hit that? Takes a ding through the spam. The battle begins. Step being chipped away at as well. So they've got full control of this A round. We've got Mezzi patrolling towards B, seeing if anyone will inquire about a push. As Flames ready for a challenge now. Top of the ramp. CT's dropping the last of utility. This grenade could actually do significant damage. Device went in for the Q to deploy it.
This was the same util set he tried to throw out in the pistol and ended up getting cut down. This time it will get to come through. That flash blinding everyone on ramp, teeing up Stout and Yappy to get involved. Spinks is dead. And so that's the move. That's what Astralis wanted to do in the first round of their CT side.
It's a nice sequence, right? You throw the grenade in to soften them all up. The flashbang is pitch perfect as well. You swing around with 2 or 3 players and mow them down. That's a huge round for Astralis to pick up. Their money would have been broken. I dare say if they lose that round, it's probably GG. They wouldn't have had the resources going forward to keep themselves afloat. But now it's Mezzi, hoping to hold the AK-47. He's back in T-spawn. 7 seconds remain. He'll get no extra money, but he's got 2,500. So if they do want to buy going forward, he could drop a Khalil, I suppose. And looking at the cash, it's averaging around $3,000. So I would say Vitality, like a half buy is fine here. They don't want to get themselves in financial turmoil. As we've got 4 AK-47s on the CT side. That is a tantalizing prospect for the Danes.
Yeah, and I really like the HE play. You know, the T players on ramp are so ready for the flash. If you don't throw something before it, or you don't make a little play, so the nade is there to sort of disguise the flash a little bit.
Yeah, because you're going to try and just move back in whatever position you're holding. Yeah, you're going to be in a different mindset after receiving the HE. Do they fully invest? No, it is the half buy. And, oh, good start.
That's a disaster. Flames burns alive to open up the round. From clutching in the fires yesterday on this very map to burning in them to open up round 20. It's at least equalized. Thanks to Mezzi and Zywo's throwing up into the boost. I mean,
the big bad wolf knocking at your door.
Yeah, I mean, he failed the jump a few times. So that's going to give a sound cue over. Not all of them did, but one of them must have. So I think if you're Astralis here, you're cognizant of this. You're aware that someone was attempting to boost up. The only doubt you have is whether or not they committed to it.
Harry, do you smell that?
Here we go.
Smells like another Zywo round.
I think you're right.
I mean,
23 kills so far.
He's clearly feeling the pressure to be involved. He's often this kind of front man leading the Vitality pack in. And he's going to die immediately. Device swinging out.
Guess that was just Henry.
Oh, Spinks, blinder of a shot here, but it's a quick adjustment, quick reaction. And so Astralis, this is the tie game right here. Put on a platter by Device on the other side. 3 kills from the man at the helm of Astralis. And yeah, you know, like when Zywo's got the rifle out, he's so often this first man in, trying to kind of get the ball rolling for Team Vitality. But it's not, you know, the glamorous position. Sure, you're having a little bit of util to try and help you out in some of these rounds, but I feel like a lot of the time it's ZywOo operating alone as that first point of contact, and if he wins it, he tees up Vitality for success. If he goes down, it feels like their chances of winning the round almost go out the window with him.
Well, I thought they were going to send someone ahead of him to scout, you know, with some of the pistols to find out what the setup is from the CTs, but they just throw some utility behind them and unleash him. But a good double B setup from Astralis takes care of that. And now a very, very important gun round from Vitality. We see a Galil on Apex, everyone else has AKs, a timeout taken by Xtaz. What's the call here to give Vitality a round on the T side?
They don't have everything they need. Lacking a number of flashbangs across the board, but they have got the essentials, the Molotovs and the smokes. It's down.
This is more or less like your tournament life on the line here if you're Vitality. You're all in this round. You're at least looking to get out with a bomb plant here if you want to survive the night. But they need so much more than that. Astralis once again poised for these ramp fights, and this time it's Apex who looks to try and lead the way.
Apex knows there's a path towards the back walls here, but horrible spray from Stown. Doesn't work out for him at all. Device trying to pick up the pieces, but now it's advantage. Vitality. Stown is going to be kicking himself. Bit of a freebie there, and what is Stair up to? Jumps around with a pistol in hand. Ooh. A fighting chance as Bro finds one towards middle. That's Spinks, the lurker. And Yabi, he's had a fantastic tournament. Can he step up and deny the plant?
If that kill in middle didn't come through, I don't even think Astralis would be entertaining this, but 2v3, that's reason enough to give them a reason to look in, a reason to try it. As Yabi reclaims that kill, it's now down to this 2v2. Clean shot from Apex when it really matters. Bro now the one who has to stand and deliver, goes looking for Apex first, who plays into the smoke, and Bro can't flick back in time. It's Apex rolling back the years with 4. And that's what keeps Vitality in this. They were all in that round. They had to deliver, and Apex takes them there.
Uncharacteristic miss there from Stown. It was the moment, this moment here. It's the Galil that takes him down, the in-game leader. Oh, that pretty much decides the round, if you ask me. It would have been much more back and forth, but Astralis are scrambling to make that round work.
I think also you have Stone calling, you know, he's low, that's why Stair wants to finish him off in the USP.
Yeah, okay,
but
so you ran with the pistol, you're right.
Probably you would just been better off reload, you know, try to play with your teammates, maybe get a kill or two with that M4, but yeah, now Astralis are the ones in a difficult situation. We see the buy problematic, a couple of M4s, a couple of MP9s, a glass cannon, AWP on Spawn.
Let's go.
Let's see what he plans to do with this one.
He hit some nice shots on Mirage. Got a nice 3K with the AWP.
He doesn't have a spawn for anything, so he's just going to take it middle. And I mean, it's not a bad idea. You know that Spinks is going to be here. You know he's going to be pushing and prodding over towards middle. And if you can pick up this early kill onto Spinks.
It might happen. Spinks considering the jiggle.
But he's usually patient here. He likes a mid-round lurk. The round is usually live for a while before you see Spinks make a move. And so you run the risk of this AWP just waiting for 40 seconds before it's even given the chance to fight over in middle.
Special delivery. A Molotov for Spinks, courtesy of Apex. A double smoked ramp. Bit of a fumble there from Vitality. So that's one thing Astralis got in their favor. They've managed to bleed out an extra smoke device. Oh my goodness, down to 10 HP. You're committed now, you're just going for one frag at the very top. And they're going back in towards B. Flames will hold the A ramp as ZywOo and co go for the execution, but they've actually got numbers there. They've got Bro with the MP9, Yabi with the M4. So if Bro can just soften them up, provide some distraction here, could be enough, but it is going to be the B execution. Molotov's going to rein in momentarily. Yabi trying to push them back before they come through. And this could be for the game as well. It's a map point at the very least. And ZywOo, of course, finds a great opener. But Bro, he is providing that resistance. Double kill with the MP9. They've got the man advantage, Harry.
Oh, Stown rotates in on that AWP, but that shot missing. That's the shot that might just haunt him here. Had a chance to stop them on the cross. It's left to Stair and Device dons that AWP. Low on health. And without that kill to kind of entice them to give this round a go, it looks like Vitality have done enough. They might have lost ZywOo and Spinks on that push with only 1 kill gained, but the follow-up shots just weren't there for Astralis.
Got to save. Oh, it's looking so good for a second there. The double kill from Bro, you thought it might be enough, but ZywOo breaches the bomb site. The utility was too much, and they still have a fighting chance taking this to overtime. A Device can hold the AWP. The missed shot, though, from Stown, Yanko, it felt like that was the do-or-die moment.
Yeah, absolutely. He could have, you know, he wasn't really smoked off. He could have done some work there, but couldn't connect on the shots. And yeah, Yabi also going down without really being able to do a lot.
So that's back-to-back crucial shots from Stown not connecting.
I think Apex is going to deserve some credit for these last few rounds as well.
Yeah,
His team
bro.
have looked pretty scared. That's sort of the vibe, is that it's ZywOo leading the way, and I don't think he's like that. I don't think you want to be risking, you know, your kind of kingpin in the opening move of the round. And so Apex has tried to take that mantle a little bit.
Your prize jewel, Harry.
Yeah. You don't want to be offering that up first, and so Apex has been the guy trying to lead the charge.
Yeah, first you go with the, you know, cheaper stuff, and you know, slowly you increase it. They get wowed by it, then you're like, well, you got something special in the back. Oh, in the back? You know, if it's in the back, it's top notch.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to need something special here. It's going to be Astralis with the pistol. SMGs again. The saved AWP and the saved M4. It's enough to win the round, but it's certainly uncomfortable. Bro will manage to get at least one. And as we said before, trading out the SMG for the AK, you'll take it. It's not ideal, but at least it's better than nothing. Device, though, known for this position, normally very powerful with his AWP here, and Flames. He's actually got down. I can't believe it.
No, and I don't think Vitality can either. Oh my god, that's the AWP. Spinks has got it right here on a platter. I can't believe he's not taking a bigger swing. I can't believe he's not going for this. Device, he doesn't even realize he's so open right now.
This is wild.
Oh, collects his freebie. He waits as long as he can, so the rest of his team are far closer by the time that kill comes in. And so now Astralis have that much less time to rotate players in. If he took that kill immediately, everyone else would have been super far away. All the onus would have been on Spinks to hold down the bomb site, but instead, he delays it, and so they're already up ramp by the time Astralis learn about that player. And so now Vitality control A, and with it, they control this map. They're looking to run away with the second map of the series, but suddenly Yabi win the resistance. ZywOo needs another 1v3. The backstab is in from Stown, and so Astralis have still got fight left in them.
What a scrappy round. ZywOo in position for 3 versus 1, but the timings elude them. How does Yabi get that done with the 5-7? Those frags are insane.
Amazing impact from Yabi in this round, and Apex doing a lot of work in the last couple of rounds.
He knows he wins the game if he gets this one there.
Would like to take this one back, I'm sure. That second one was disgusting from Yabi.
The thing that's so insane was it was Yabi who like started the round off in that weird fight with Flames over towards B.
True.
He was like 20 health the entire time.
Look at the buy from Vitality.
Not like this. Overtime, likely. Not impossible to convert this one. It all starts here. Bro's been good at finding a couple of kills, but Mezzi will get the wall bang. Device on the AWP, a crucial miss, takes a boatload of damage on Rue. Huge advantage now for Vitality. Device down to 20 points of health. They'll reset the round here. See if any CTs are flanking, inquiring for information, as they'll swap the weaponry over, considering Mezzi's low, who'll be given the Deagle, and give Apex the AK-47. The round's on a knife's edge here. Yabi's still alive and kicking. He's done tremendous work on the CT side. He gets tagged in towards B.
You can see both teams trying to reset, right?
Oh,
Vitality wants to put some more pressure back to A. Astralis swapping nades around.
Looks like we're going back to B potentially. Flames to show aggro presence at the A site. Hopefully hold off the rotations while his teammates get ready to execute. And they can execute. They have 3 smokes and flashes here. If Flames can, like, as soon as Flames goes down, I think that's the cue to go. He's hoping to find a cheeky deagle kill here.
He's kind of getting the info, guys. A is clear, and so they're going to start to come back here. Now, where this gets really awkward is if Flames dies, because then Vitality have nothing. And so Flames, it's crucial that he doesn't overplay his hand here. He knows he hasn't cleared out headshot. That is the one route open to Astralis right now. There's that AWP from Device. It's just the one and done as Flames silences him. That's great restraint from Flames, and that has allowed Vitality free control over the A site. Last time, this man advantage post-plant didn't go their way. This time it has to, or else we're heading into overtime. Flash. Smoke. That's all Astralis have. Stan was blind, but he's able to hold on. 3v3.
Smoke and a kid available, Harry.
Flash
Still anyone's round.
Pushing in. Smoke for that bomb. Sits on the back of Stair. That comes out now. Yabi and Stair. Killer piece. The Merry Man's got to do it. They're on the bomb. They're sticking it. It's the commitment. And they run him down. Astralis once more. A man down in the retake. And they are able to battle their way back in. And now into overtime.
So many frustrating rounds here, Yanko. It looked like they were done. The push there from Flames to even get this space. Deagle's down Device. He tucks himself in. And even while blind, Stown gets it done. Striking from the boosted position. Hunting down the ramp player in the form of Mezzi. He can't find the bomb. He can't stop the defuse. And it's all being reset. Into overtime we go. Astralis remain on the CT side. Mezzi looking to breach the B steps. Makes it through the initial utility, but not feeling it. Completely blind. Backs off for now. They've done enough to dissuade him from the initial push.
Just hit a bit of a stalemate here, right? No one wants to be that first man to fall. You have some attention over towards ramp for Vitality while this kind of fake from Messi is being thrown in over a B. He's certainly doing a good job of selling the idea of presence here, denying that info flow over towards the B ramp while the rest of Vitality work their way up A.
Well, here we go then. Flames has been so good at finding space in this A side, but Stown seems to have an understanding of what he's up against here. Caught out of position though. Flames will best him. It's an opening frag for Vitality. 5 versus 4, but Astralis have recovered plenty of these thus far. What's the final commitment though? Vitality starting to coordinate themselves back towards the B bomb side. And once again, they have their execution potential. 2 smokes and the Molotov. Plenty of flashes. And CT's overloading the A side, leaving Device on low HP to hold the B bomb site here. So he might be done for. Like we said, the execution potential, he'll be smoked and flashed off. It's going to be incredibly difficult to even find one kill here.
Flames wasn't lurking this time though, and that's often what's kept Astralis over towards A. So that rotate is already on its way over. Device just buying time here and now. Bested by ZywOo in the head-to-head as Apex reclaims one. That ZywOo AWP firing off, and it's still going, but they're both tagged up, and it takes Flames to finish the job. 2 for him, 2 for ZywOo, and the first in OT picked up by Vitality.
Man, oh man. Device did do very well there. He got that opening kill, but ZywOo, once he gets that AWP in his hand and a bit of space, he'll hit every single shot presented to him. He gets himself 26 kills in total, and it's the first round on the board for Team Vitality. They go 1-0 here. Another strong buy available, but they give this one up and all 5 go down. Device will not have the AWP going forward here, so we'll see if they can answer back quickly. Mezzi once again makes his way over towards B. It's Apex waiting for the aggression towards this A ramp. Stay with the defensive smoke. Device popping one open. Anything but defensive as he tears off the head of Apex.
ZywOo! Smoke again, but ZywOo, that's exactly what he wanted. That's exactly what he was hoping for. He read that re-aggro well. Deals with Device at the top of ramp. Haven't had to see much of ZywOo on this AWP, but he's making his presence felt now that we've hit overtime. Now that money is no longer a factor, they bring that in as the ace up their sleeve. And once more, I mean, Vitality, this has been their go-to, these sort of seesaw rounds where they take the A control, then they finish off over towards B. And over time, this has a knock-on effect. Astralis are going to get more in their head about risking some of these gambles when you're reacting to the limited bits of info you've got. Yabi is the guy trying to make a move right now. Bro's already rotating over, but the B site has fallen. They have lost that. And even though Yabi is pretty fast on this flank, Vitality have got the manpower to keep an eye on it.
I think we might be done here. I don't see a world where they retake this. It all starts with this frag, though. If Yabi can somehow come out on top, he baits out the peak, but it's Flames that locks it in, that they have to save. As I said, money is actually a bit of an issue going forward now. Device of 1800, they'll struggle to bring out the AWP unless Bro survives and they're able to drop it.
You can see, I mean, this round starts with an entry kill for Device. In a 5v4 situation, right? Breaking the smoke, killing Apex, and then you go for it again. Zaiwu, of course, aware of it. The potential of another smoke break, and then he punishes that and kills Device. And I think that was the crucial kill alongside this one, right? Like, you could have just played it a little bit more safe in a 5v4. You have the extra man. The pressure is on Vitality to figure out how they're going to bring that back.
Well, there it is. 2-0 is locked in. You get one extra timeout once we enter overtime. And Device does get dropped the AWP. So it's a strong buy. They would need this last round, though. 3-0 on the CT Forces simply will not do. Raga chiming in, offering up his services and hoping to find a solution to their problem here, because you're right, Harry, it's that seesaw effect. They're trading out kills equally. They're not finding the advantages at A-ramp, but then as soon as they lose vision on that A-ramp, that's when they start toying with them. They start going back and forth between these bomb sites, finding completely open bomb site B, and then the round falls apart. There's no retake even possible.
I mean, they've had more success re-aggressing ramp than finding openings early, and now when they do find one, they overextend and they give it back.
Exactly.
So that's a bit of a problem, and it's so much harder to play the CT side when you are not winning those early ramp fights.
Oh dear.
This is like an attempt at problem solving here, right? Like you're trying to cut out some of these, well, the middleman essentially, right? You want to try and, oh, that's ugly.
It gets the job done though.
Yeah. Device has all been located now as well as it deals with Spinks over in middle, but that just leads Vitality to picking up the pace on the A play. They try and jam this one straight up front into the A site. So Bro and Device both knowing about an out of position too. Holding for this cross is Device. Full blind on the back of the flashbang. Both players have now fired off. Vitality know where they both are. And Device, there should be no way back into this one. Flames is even getting aggressive with it. He just peeked over the top of default. Device given the first kill. But surely it goes no further. 1v4 as this began. And Vitality have got no reason to overplay their hand here. Device tries his hand at the transfer, but it's not enough. It's a flawless T-side put forward from Vitality.
I think you were onto something there, Harry. You know, that round felt like if you had a problem with the engine on your car and you try to fix it by changing the tires, doesn't really cover it, does it?
But it's like, you know, I mean, because they're just getting manipulated over towards A. They're hating some of these fights over at B. They're overreacting a lot, so trying to get ahead of that by knocking out Spinks in middle.
Yeah, there was some method to the madness. They did the set-piece grenade that goes towards the generator to knock him back, and then you go for the push and maybe sneak behind them, but unfortunately, didn't go in their favor whatsoever. And now, one round away, Astralis now need to replicate the perfect T-side 3 in a row, and it all starts here. It was Stair that was looking so good in regulation towards that A ramp. Always seemed good to find at least one kill. We're looking for that knockout blow. It's going to be Spinks boosted up. And not finding the kill. Taken down. Mezzi dropped by Device as well. They've got an open B bomb site. Unless Zaiwu arrives, and what a shot that is.
Tries his hand at the flick as well in the smoke. 3v3 on the retake here. And you know Vitality are going to give this a go. They're going to come for it. It's just a matter of when. Apex teeing up this molly to flush out players from behind Tetris. That locks out one of these post-plant positions for Astralis for the time being. Right now, a lot of attention should be put on Bro, who's playing up close. He is right in the front lines, and if he falls, the round falls with him. But Bro holds the line, and there's support from Yabi.
Well, there we have it. 2 more to go. A pretty clean round from Astralis.
What I want to see now is, we've talked about Device early on as an IGL, right? There's some of that double calling involved, right? Now, obviously, their backs are against the wall. If they lose one of the next 2 rounds, we're going to a 3rd map. We're going to Inferno. So do they try the same thing here? Is that why the timeout is in for Maxtaz? Is that what he wants to remind his players about?
Yeah, Device's tendencies. Loves to double call, back-to-back tactics deployed. Timeout comes to a close. Xtaz has said his piece. One more round would do it on the CT side of Vertigo to keep their head above water. Bear in mind, it's Inferno as the decider. Device will have the AWP, of course. Same story for ZywOo. 2 masters of their craft, locking horns here in overtime.
It certainly feels like Vitality are expecting another lean over towards this B site, because ZywOo had the best possible A spawn and led that way with the AWP early. Vitality in the meantime. It's an interesting move here. They split up 2 in middle, 2 at ramp, but they still want to come in with the ramp aggression. Apex is right up here at the forefront of that. Because Short was mollied, he creeps in here after the flash. As far as they're concerned, no one should be in this close corner. That smoke gives up the aim of the game, but Apex still stands the test of time. Early advantage taken. Is Apex asking for a flash right now? There isn't one to come through. He's just going to push it dry. And Apex wants this one over and done with.
Well, that's what the doctor ordered. A captain's performance from Apex. Playing on the front lines, getting himself a hat trick is surely enough to close out Vertigo. 5 on 2. Astralis have nothing left. It's Yabi and Bro. Yabi's been spotted as well.
Now you've got this spot, you know where half of the remaining players are. You just don't want to give this one over. Yabi, nice kill to open, but Vitality don't have to overplay their hand, especially not with Spinks active through the back lines. Gets aggressive all the way up through middle and now looks to embark on the flank that ends Astralis' hopes of the comeback. No one considering it, no one thinking about it. Spinks, Astralis out of Vertigo. Vitality take us the distance as maps are traded out back and forth. The score must now be settled on Inferno.
Make some noise! The 3rd and final map! Louder! Louder! We're getting into it! There's Astralis on the T side! And Harry Russell, you're about to have the first frag. It didn't go to plan there. I thought they'd give me more. We'll do it again at halftime.
We'll warm up. It's Inferno. You got to come in cold. You got to warm up. You got to wait for those executes to hit. And Astralis are about to show us a classic.
I was promised the first kill. Let's see who gets it. Boost up already at the spawn. Oh, the flashes wreck everyone, and it's down to open up here for Astralis. Can't take it any further. Apex secures that kill back. Any more from Apex as he's left up alone over here. They even lose ZywOo in rotation. Yabi is clean. Plant in for Astralis, and that leaves it all on the Merryman. 1v4 and a deep spawn smoke with control taken. It's Astralis finding the pistol round to open up Inferno.
Almost 0 resistance provided there by the CTs. Astralis run right through him. 4 players up the banana, finding each and every kill en route. It's just Bro that doesn't find a frag there, as Yabi fends them off on the rotations as well. He's had a great series, looking incredibly strong. As Stare bouncing back from Vertigo, as we see. They go 1-0. Are we going to see the force buy though, boys? Indeed we are. 5-7s and Eagles.
Definitely a better map for it, leaning away from MP9s to allow for the utility. Going to be trying to block Astralis out for as long as they can of Vitality. Nades up top side. They see Flames. There's 2 players here though, and Flames must abandon his captain. Apex stuck at the sandbag. Stown coming in for the kill, and that molly ticked as well. Maybe even heard it. Jumping out somehow.
See ya. Says Apex.
Not afraid to take the risk of jumping back across.
No smoke left on this B site. They're both on A.
Even as Spinks moves over, he's only got that nade, and oh, Apex just got given it. That's a flash removed from the arsenal of Vitality and a player as well. Spinks waiting back in the spawn. They would have loved the flash to work with here and now, wouldn't they? But they've spotted out Flames tucked in at the fountain. The push from Spinks nets a quick double. And now Astralis might be in trouble. That bomb over towards top banana. 40 seconds left. They're going to go and get it.
It certainly turns around on its head. It was looking like a comprehensive victory for Astralis, but now a fly in the ointment. B is technically open. It's Spinks who's transitioning from the bomb side to CT spawn, realizing with the silence it could be a different end as somehow it's Yabi leaping out of the apartments with his life. Final commitment now that Galil doesn't quite connect with Spinks. It certainly does for Bro. And if Yabi can just find one of these kills, it'll be job done. They know he's lurking there, but the kill doesn't really do much for them. They're going to try and transition towards B and see if they can find a couple of kills here as the bomb's planted.
I like how they walked away there. They know that Yabi's now not hunting. If they ran, he would be in the chase, but instead they have pretty good timing. Still need the deep to connect, and Device dodges death, leaving just ZywOo flanking as well. Yabi knows he must be close. And no kit. There's no chance here for ZywOo. He can take a couple of kills on the way out. But Astralis will be converting at least against the force buy.
Device is even trying to hunt. He wants that AWP money.
And we saw yesterday Astralis put a good amount of emphasis on apartments on their T side, popping out of apartments.
Yeah.
That's what they did in the pistol. That's how they closed out the half against Team Liquid. So I would expect something different this time around. I don't think they're going to do it more than once and instead have some different smoke combinations, some different default to run against Vitality.
Well, this one's a bit of a gimme coming up next. You've got to save MAC-10 for ZywOo. We said it yesterday as well. It's not really a weapon that lends itself to the defense. 2-0 for Astralis, likely to be 3 unless ZywOo does the unthinkable with the SMG.
I'm not even going to think about it, Henry.
He shouldn't.
Up on the boost, relying for Astralis to come his way, and they go for a quick apps take. The Eagle is here, but Spinks gooshed immediately, and Device can keep the pressure on if he wants.
It's about the worst way this could have opened. Now they've learned it is the worst way it could have opened. They've lost ZywOo. Spinks, the other armored player, is dinked up here. And Stound's even opened up over towards B. There's one more player in tow in Flames, but they know where he is.
Yeah, nothing he can do, unfortunately. Smoked off. Device harassing the other side of the map. The bomb's still down in second middle, but I don't think that's even going to be a factor here as they try and flush out the A bomb site. CTs have vacated the area and found their way into the crosshair of Bro. Good damage, good discipline as well. Doesn't overcommit. He knows even just one player going down here, the ramifications are knock-on effects. As it will be a clean round. 3-0. And a bit of a bonus situation coming up next. The Galil, the MAC-10. You might see one of those app pops nice and early here. Time will tell.
Yeah, be shooting like he was at a Serbian wedding in that one.
How did they shoot there?
A little too much.
In the air, you know, you just go in the air.
Okay.
That's the joke in our region when you play CS, when it's a wild spray like that. Like, oh, look, you're at a wedding, or...
Oh, okay.
You see how it is when you do like jokes from just your country and other people are not really in on it? It is kind of awkward,
I find the jokes you have to explain normally are the best ones.
Yeah, especially the biscuit ones. What's your favorite biscuit, Hugo?
Well, Jammy Dodger, got to be up there. Flames won't dodge it though. Spam through that top B smoke. Stare has no armor.
Not this again.
Never ideal.
The Kinder strat.
Yeah, never like this. He got a kill, I suppose.
Yeah.
And he's got the bomb, so no Kevlar.
He's now taken MAC-10. He's even dropped it for the Deagle.
It's the EPL special.
People love to forget.
At least his money will be strong. He saved himself a cheeky $1,000 there.
It's fine if they win.
He's being frugal. If they win, Hugo.
Yeah, big if. Well, he can jump around a corner now and get traded.
This is
bomb site.
This is exactly what Liquid was doing yesterday in a couple of their rounds, even in a 4v4. Right now you can see Mezzy sort of second-guessing himself. Are we doing this, guys? Are we all in on this together, or do I go back to my little hole?
Even if he went back, what's he going to do about it? He's got literally no utility, no positional control. I guess that's in pure essence what the gamble stack's all about.
It's good crunch timing, but I don't even know if they'll commit to this. They can challenge Banana. The question is, do Astralis give them a way in? Do they give them a kill to tempt fate here? If they don't, it might just be playing to contain. That's a swing for Device, but he's been nailing them until the AWP comes by. That is the save call for Vitality. And Astralis, this is now the opposite to the first map, a very strong start for the Danish squad.
Although someone did tweet at me yesterday that if you bind to your mouse buying armor, sometimes it bugs out and it doesn't happen.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's maybe what it would be a very strange bind for me buy armor on mouse 4 or mouse 5, but...
Well, he had survived the round by the looks of things, so no harm, no foul, as we like to say around here. Yabby on the hunt, and he might be able to find young Mezzy. Oh, they haven't considered this as a possibility. There could be a knife here.
Could be 2. 1, and... Oh, he goes back, but gun was not drawn, so there's a trade. But that's great damage on the way out. Only 2 surviving. That calls a rebuy into question for Vitality. With 3, you would assume they certainly buy. Now the timeout comes in. They've got to talk it over. If they do, it's going to be lacking the util on a few players.
Opening frag from Stab. With no Kevlar, he gets it done. Device catching Apex. I'm not really sure what the intention of Apex was there.
I think I dislike that. I mean, obviously he's trying to maybe catch someone or maybe get in a little bit of a forward position to get some of the exit kills, right? You want to get Astralis on their way out, but a bit overzealous there. You know, you just have to concede the round. They were 1 step ahead of you. If you could get a couple of kills, 3 kills, perhaps on your way out, that would have been great. But instead, you know, the buy, sure, they have the M4s, they have the AWP, but Inferno map where you really want to have all your nades as well, and that's something Vitality does not possess.
Well, 4 rounds on the board for Astralis, already a pretty serviceable half. Anything else at this point, it's going to be a wonderful addition to their setup. We've got a nice strong buy, though, from Team Vitality, looking to put a stop to it. Bear in mind, it was Astralis who was down 0-5 to kick this series off, while Mirage is giving Vitality a taste of their own medicine. Apex this time. Mezzy going to duel at the start, and they go down early once again. Ambitious from Mezzy. Hopefully a spam will come through for Apex, but nothing connecting.
We keep saying it, but what a great series Yabby has been having. Another opening kill coming through in this crucial gun round to keep Astralis' roll going. Apex feels like he desperately has to get involved, and he's playing with fire, spamming this banana smoke.
Spinks locked in this fight versus Bro. Meanwhile, Stown
God damn.
cracks open the doors over towards B. Spinks is even spotted. There's pressure all across the map. If you're Vitality, you do not know where this round is ending up. Apex with a smoke walk tries to make it happen. Honestly, he gets the info that the bomb's going B, but Vitality aren't in a position to adjust to that, especially not with this pressure coming in over towards A in tandem with the B play.
The hunt's already been called as the bomb's just planted as well.
Only 1 guy on B. I mean, you know Vitality is saving, but if they weren't, they'd have better odds in the B bomb site. Spinks is dead, and Zaiwu is holding on for dear life. I admire the swing for Apex. It's kind of all he had to do in that situation. 3 on 5 alone, and if he can get a double kill, maybe they can tempt, but...
The fact they saw Spinks running in this direction as well, you can take an educated guess that Zaiwu will be nearby.
Yeah. He's running towards his big brother. Exactly. But he's all alone now. Yeah, I think early on in this half, you see the power of good, strong T-side anchors, right? The players on the extremities. You had Stair punish the sort of top banana peak from Flamesy in the first gun round. In the second gun round, you have Yabby punishing the aggressive apartments play, and everything after that develops from these early entry kills, right? Vitality, a team that likes to re-aggress, keep being aggressive, but also, I mean, just Stone shuts it down towards B. And I think if you're Vitality, what you're saying now, hopefully, if you're Zaiwu, is, guys, how about you just chill and let me get into the round and do something? Because he's been completely out of this game so far. No ability to even make any impact because things are falling apart too early.
The jump. Oh, he got spotted there for sure, right?
It's a nice idea.
Yeah.
It's that T-side smoke they're throwing more commonly now to kind of dissuade offers and aggression from the CTs at the start of the round.
Vitality actually put a lot more in at the start of this round and then quickly sold back. And I'm actually glad that they did, or else they're going to run this risk of always just playing with the loss bonus, but never having a good buy because of how Astralis have been punishing these saves so much. So Sure, they're a little worse for wear in this round, but it means next round they've got everything they need. You don't want to feel like you're constantly playing within the limits of like a completely gone CT economy. So here's a bit of aggression in towards top banana. Stown and Stare overran as Apex doubles up.
It's top ADR Apex from the previous map.
Yeah,
back
he was
for
killing
more. Bro, he's caught a whiff, but that's not a clean kill. Only bit of damage here. The nade bounces off. Spinks still in the sight, just trying to be baited in, and Bro's read this so well. Takes a headshot, flick back. He's got the entries. A site. Oh! Big Bro on top. 3-on-1, and ZywOo can't even save. The escape route is shut.
What a sick sequence that was from Bro. Great awareness.
Yabby didn't hear him scope in. And ZywOo did hear Yabby just run away. He knows that right now he's unknown about. Don't give this away! Don't give ZywOo a chance!
Does Yabby know that he's been heard? Acting like it.
I mean, he has to know that ZywOo would have heard that. So he's playing with the idea that ZywOo knows where he is.
Imagine if he hits that second shot. He actually wins the round. He can just go defuse the bomb. He knows that Yabby's in CT spawn, and it's a bad plan.
I was hoping you'd let that library player sneak past him, to be honest, but you don't know whether you're being watched, right? But that player knife out, looking the wrong way. Oh, that's just tantalizingly close. But that's really all. That's the only situation in this game where it's felt like, oh, Vitality have a shot, and it's a 1v3 for ZywOo, and it's not even really close.
Yeah, I think it speaks volumes that that's the most promising position they've been in so far.
Astralis have been absolutely shredding them on this T side.
Oh, Spinks wants to be aggressive here. He has money, but he bought no util, so he's going to be at the front of the pack. Kind of a sacrificial lamb, if you will, but he's going to try and cause chaos before he gets taken out of the round. 2 kills from Spinks. He's done what he had to do here. Anything else is a bonus for Vitality. Flashing him into alt mid and a missed shot from the device AWP. Spinks on borrowed time, but he just keeps getting lent more of it. 3 kills deep now as he pressures device down in second mid. Spinks is looking to send a message to Astralis. And with just device left standing, no hope of winning this round. Spinks is throwing it all through a loop.
Okay, well, they're on the board. Finally. It took them some time here in round number 7. It's Spinks taking matters into his own hands. The deep CT smoke thrown from spawn enables him to get in towards that bench position, and he plays it to perfection, mowing them down.
Great supporting util as well, right? Deep nade, flash on ult mid so he can re-swing it to device as well. Almost goes from a fumble on that first to a 4K.
Oh, the third kill.
I like it as well because if you're Astralis with how you've been dominating the game, I think that's one of the last things you're imagining Vitality even have the confidence to pull out, right? They've kind of been waiting for that buy. It's risky to send a player deep down mid. It's risky to play it like that.
Do it again.
God, someone tell Spinks this because he's just never buying any util and trying to get involved early. And this time Astralis are ready for it.
They need the smoke. He plays the other side of it. Easy entry kill. ZywOo hits his. They won't commit through this long smoke now. ZywOo waiting for more. And Astralis, they can cool off right now. It's 4 players on this side of the map. So Astralis, what they don't know with that deep banana smoke, Vitality, much the same, going to rotate their captain back with a full belter util. ZywOo hangs around on long. And we've seen Vitality keen to go for these mid crunches. If they delay, they could catch an empty middle area. Yabby's still holding though. He's taking a pot shot. That will keep Vitality tamed.
It's going to be a B finish here, boys. 4 players this side of the map. Boosted is down. Don't see many of these boosts these days. That was very prevalent in CSGO. 40 seconds remaining in terms of the execution potential. A smoke available. A Molotov as well. Won't be perfect.
They're a little bit screwed here if they don't go soon. There's a second molly under Apex.
They're going to Molotov coffins instead of first oranges here. And hopefully use that as a smoke. And there's the CT spawn going down. It's up to ZywOo at the back of the bomb side.
He just ran through the smoke, didn't care. But the second one lands and these mollies keep Astralis at bay. 15 seconds, ZywOo hits a 3rd shot in the round and he now needs to close it down, but Device is still here with something to say. 1v2 now, sticking the bomb. Flames, no spam, no connection, and Device is on for a clutch.
And that's just not a plant that exists. You don't expect Device to be planting the bomb there. He's teed himself up for the clutch attempt, but Flames will lock him out of it. So Vitality finally have some wind in their sails with 2 in a row. It took them 6 rounds to accomplish this feat. They're finally landed to play in Inferno.
Man, oh man. Device, you thought there was something in the air there. When he got the bomb down, 2v1 with the AK in his hand as well. Could have been enough, but a solid defense from ZywOo, nailing every shot as you might expect, perfectly positioned. And Flames to close things out in 2-on-1. It's a second round on the board. Need to recover this. They can still tie the half up 6-6. Bro with the MAC-10 this round. Money starting to diminish on the T side. Still with the Device AWP, but this will be the last of the goal to give this one up. Deep smoke once again is keeping them conditioned now, suggesting that Spinks could be pushing down, needs to be on high alert. This time, though, he's a bit more reserved.
Very fast in the apartments at 140. ZywOo holding for that leg shot, but knowing he's open to middle with a heavy B setup, doesn't want to overcommit. Astralis smoked out a beast down, spams it.
How's he done that?
Just up the pace, they know that Vitality might be panicking on this B bomb site, and they are by getting aggressive all the way through for Apex, freeing up Spinks as Astralis set their sight on A.
They kind of have to move now. They have no idea if Apex is on the flank. Contact play in towards the A side here. It's going to be smokes drop towards the library side and the arch. First challenge comes through, and it's a MAC-10, the best Mezzi. That's a big kill.
Backstab sticks the landing out of Spinks, and so that gives Vitality a reason to believe here. It's Device instead left up in this 2v2. Device primed in the sight on the AWP. Homes in over towards short. Right now, no one's looking at long. Apex is given a little bit of room as a result, and he's seen the barrel.
Looking for the cover.
Ready for the pit player. Apex reaching new heights here. Device bombs into a corner, and Apex outmaneuvers him.
Did he just jump over the scope? Just appeared out of nowhere.
Dude, I can't believe the performance we're getting out of Apex.
Yeah.
Across both of these last 2 maps for Vitality.
Especially when you think about Mirage. Like, he was bottom of the barrel there. He wasn't getting any impact individually. He was like, you know, half the time he was in 1v5s with his knife out, talking to his team. Like, unwinnable rounds, expecting more from his stars. He's taking matters into his own hands.
Echo, is this taking you back a bit to Apex in his peak form?
I think I'm just surprised how much turtle up Astralis was in that 2v2. You know, you have Stair in bike. I mean, he could be covering short for you, or at least peeking it for information. Device can hold long from sight. You know, you see he's in that corner, and it's just too claustrophobic from him. I think that's why you saw that expression from him after the round. Didn't really feel like he could do much in the clutch. It was a big round as well for Vitality to be able to win. Stringing 3 in a row now, gaining some momentum, but it's still tough. Finally, they get to play against a half-buy here on the side of Astralis, a hero AK on Device.
Is it enough? They said the money would be problematic getting into this round, but a Device AK can certainly secure you a couple of kills. Apex has been very impressive, and he continues to find damage. Nice HE towards T-steps. Takes Stair and Device down to around 60.
I think what you saw also in the previous round, that deep smoke, it just buys time for the 3B play from the CTs, you know, to develop, really, for them to get banana control.
Well, this is looking much more convincing now. Vitality with 3 rounds in a row. Looks likely to be 4 up against a couple of Deagles now. Bro and Device no longer with us. And Apex, he's not happy with that. He wants a bit more. He wants the whole damn thing. Looking to find a clean round here. They're first in this half. And they could still tie things up. We said that at 6-0, and they've actually posted 4 rounds in a row now. So back on their feet, still a lot of work to do here. We'll see if Yabi has anything left to say. It's a clean sheet for Vitality.
What is this renaissance of all the veteran players here at EPL, right? We had Carrigan trying to haul FaZe across finish lines. Now we've got Apex topping the charts of Vitality.
What a spray down. Great work with the M4s there. Precision sprays.
just CS2 also being a little bit more forgiving for peekers, right? For aggressive plays, and that's what both of those guys definitely are. Aggressive. And another deep smoke. I think Astralis has to start disrespecting this.
Oh, they're running through, and that's an ugly spray for Flames. He appears at the edge of the smoke. Staying against him that 5-on-4. There's the punish on the extremities. A huge advantage now. Will Astralis just commit with that Molotov down? They don't seem to care. They run right through. Apex, it's him or nothing. It's everything on the captain, and he still takes 2 out. I don't know if that will be enough.
No, but they know
who's hit a cross shot.
They know they have a 2v2 and now a 2v1 over towards this B site. They should say, Yabby, mate, you want the A control, you have it. They try and play ahead. They try and play through. And ZywOo's crossed right past him. Bombs here now for ZywOo. And he knows the options open to Yabby, but knife pulled. Both players are knives out. Yabby's heard this, but ZywOo seems aware. ZywOo is aware! And ZywOo stands tall to keep this streak coming in for Vitality.
Oh, Astralis looking demoralized now. Device especially looking frustrated. He's had plenty of opportunities for 2v1s and crucial shots that need to land, and nothing is going in their favor in the last 5 rounds. An absolute masterclass in Counter-Strike once again from one of the best in the world. It's ZywOo, who just reads the round like a book.
I have to say, though, that's Astralis giving him the chance to clutch. You know, I really dislike the call after getting 2 entry kills to speed up towards B. I mean, you're in a 5v3 situation. Whatever information you have, you don't need to really rush it. There you can wait a little bit, right? See if the CTs try to re-aggress. Maybe you get another kill just by standing still, or even if nothing happens, you give yourself time to organize properly, you know, to figure out how you want to finish the round. Even if you walk into a stack in a 5v3, if you execute properly, you can still win the round. And in all the chaos, Vitality steals one away here, and yeah, 5-round win streak now for them, definitely shifting the momentum to their side.
Absolutely, just before halftime as well. The morale will be low for Astralis. It's a weak buy here. 3 Galils are out trying to bring some utility to the table, trying to battle their way towards the top of Banana, but they're smoked off, and they're going to try and remedy that with a boost towards a log, but they're taking so much damage by virtue of grenades. Throws down to 13, it's down 60. Stare also in 1-tap potential with his M4s. So we will see just a B execution, boys. That's all they've really got left in the tank. Not feeling they're winning their duels across the board. Trying to run over the B bomb site with power and numbers.
I mean, this kind of dynamic duo of veteran Flames and young talent Apex over towards the B site has been destroying Astralis. And now they've even got a 3rd man moving in Spinks. He's going to get teed up on top of the boost here.
It's a nice boost at this point.
But he doesn't, he waits, he bides his time. This gets more impactful the longer it's left unchecked, and so just striking one off the tally. Apex still fighting for this control. Bro, Apex can't be stopped right now! Top in the charts
Another one there.
for Vitality. The captain wants his 6 straight rounds back the other way. This is both teams going 6 for 6 on the half, unless Bro and Yabby can cook up a 2v3.
Smoking away, but that spam is very, very close. Bro creeps through. The bomb needs to be picked up. 15 seconds. Man at the back of the site is the unknown quantity. I don't think they'll ever consider it. Spinks lays him to rest from the back of B. And Vitality 6 straight. Pull this game back. We've got a match here in the semi-final, final half coming up soon.
Astralis and Vitality giving it all they've got, all their energy. And now Malta, we need your energy for this final half of the semi-final. Let me hear you make some noise!
Let's go! The second half is upon us. The all-important pistol, and Astralis have zero utility. They've gone for Kevlar across the board, suggest a brawl, and Hugo, the way they're setting themselves up, they might be sending it down middle here, and indeed they are.
Full armor, full fight, bloodlust from the Danes after dropping the ball in the first half. They need to pick it right back up and get it in that goal hole.
Looking for four, and
He's got every single one. Bye-bye, Astralis. Leave the pistol at the door.
Well, that's got to be the best pistol sequence we've seen all tournament long. That is unbelievable from ZywOo in the context of the third map in the semi-final. You got a full mid-rush against you, and he nails every single damn shot.
That's my goat.
Unbelievable.
He's a guy, not a goat.
One of the guys playing right now.
4 Vitality.
And my God, that is...
Give it to him.
Such
Read it and weep. Ace.
goodbye in French, says ZywOo.
Au revoir.
Hell of an ace in the pistol.
If you're Apex right now, you get that tingling feeling right about now, right? You feel much better about your chances of doing it on the T side.
He said on the couch, right, he's actually happy when ZywOo gets kills instead of Apex, right? He knows ZywOo's a momentum-based player. If he gets pistol round kills, he's going to get fired up. He's going to have one of those halves, and that does not bode well for Astralis. An ace in the pistol now, and full eco for ZywOo to farm up once again, Harry.
How to back-to-back aces sound?
He could actually
Surely not. Surely not.
Mezzi's here.
Flash in the top mid. They want to give ZywOo the chance. They want to give him the opportunity. ZywOo will fall after one, but it's promptly dealt with, promptly traded, and ZywOo moves into pole position for Vitality, overtaking Apex on the scoreboard.
One, call it 3. He's had 8 kills in 2 rounds, so let's see if ZywOo is truly activated in this second half. Keep in mind, folks, this was that 6-0 lead to Astralis. 8 rounds straight now for Vitality.
Here we go. The all-important first gun round, ladies and gentlemen. Vitality now posting 8 rounds in a row here on Inferno. There was 6-0 down. It looked like it was done. It looked like they had nothing left. But Apex with that captain's performance once again. He's been fired up all series long. And can they keep it alive? Can they keep dominating here in the third and final map of the semi-final? Apparently not. They're getting mowed down here. Astralis alive and well, but yeah, it looks like with ZywOo and Spinks alive, the deadly duo, if he gets this kill, they could be onto something, and finally, Astralis break the streak.
Yeah, I mean, that's the riskiest round, riskiest fight in the whole round. I can't believe he goes for it.
I love the thought process from both teams, right? We're just trying to simulate banana control. That's why you throw the 2 smokes from Astralis. It was the smoke next to wood. From Vitality, it was the top banana smoke. You just try to keep the opponents occupied, but it seemed like they both had the same idea. They were both playing for mid, and it was Astralis who comes out on top with the stack. The all-important first gun round goes their way.
Device ahead of that long smoke as well, really just trying to get involved. Trying to be that difference maker for Astralis. We need one right now, someone to stand and match what ZywOo's given us on this T side. Backup Banana with the nades. Gabby calling for the reflash. It's going to be Stair to set him up. Deep Molly goes in. They spot him on the cross. Before the flash lands, there's still that to play with. Options are open for Astralis. Vitality take their time.
So, it's the MAC-10, the AKs, the contact players working out nicely. Mezzi eviscerates the first line of defense, and his Stair now, he needs multiple frags here, boys. He can no longer fall back. He gets the double. That will do.
Wait.
It's not ideal. It's a 3 versus 2.
ZywOo one-tap device out through the smoke on his rotate.
Really?
Well, I don't know if it was a one-tap, but he just tapped him out through the smoke.
Sounds so
Clean
much better
headshot.
if it is.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, regardless, that ended the round. You thought Stair had done enough. 3v3, maybe you're willing to give that a look in, but you lose device on the rotate. He never even gets to see a guy.
I hope we get that. That's a horrible way to lose your round in what would have been a 3-on-3 retake with great grenades with Kit. And now Spinks might take it all away at the end. Nice shot for Bro. And that is Vitality breaking back onto Astralis' first round in 8.
That was a sick entry from Ezzy onto Yabi. Yabi had an extra HE, could have really done a lot of damage there. There wasn't a lot of utility. For Vitality, more of a contact play. That combined with the ZywOo kill breaks the back of Astralis in this round.
Yeah, it's still 9 rounds of the last 10 for Vitality. Money in a questionable spot. They saved some rifles, but a tactical timeout has been called once again. Astralis, their backs to the wall here.
They have to buy, though. I think they have to buy because the money still isn't amazing for Vitality.
Rare appearance of the Mag 7 might be making its moves here on the CT side. Hugo, you're a shotgun enthusiast. What do you think about the Mag 7?
The one shotgun I don't have equipped. I guess
Okay.
I've done the sword off, but that doesn't really count.
You have the sword off equipped?
No, I don't have
Oh,
it.
sorry,
As
I
in,
see.
I have the
Sorry.
Nova, I have the
Okay.
XM. Mag 7's good, but everyone's just been taking the Nova because it's cheap. You know, you can make that money back even quicker. But device with the Mag 7 in the right position, Henry, I'll trust it.
The way I like to look at it, Mag 7 is both the best gun and the worst gun at any one time. It's kind of the Schrodinger's box. Was it his box or was it his?
I think he had a cat.
Yeah, cat in the box. That is
All
the Mag
boxes.
7.
Schrodinger's box, Pandora's box.
Oh my god! Yabi's opened it wide up. He doesn't like what he sees. Fire, smoke, and maybe tease. They're waiting down on ramp. Are they going to leave him here, really, and play that full rotation? This is very dangerous. Stair repicks a smoke. Yabi, the whole round rests on this kill. He lines up a double. Stair swings with him. And there we go! The best gun in the game for this moment in time.
Apex has been on fire across this series. But a 1v5, surely not. Surely not, Apex, and Stan will make it so.
Hey.
Astralis pull up, low buy, but all in on the investment.
Stown dropped his gun top mid and then ran to get the AK in pit, and the round ended. So he left with a USP.
Not ideal.
No, suboptimal.
They got 3 AKs though. That is quite impressive. And the round was in general nice spray downs coming through from the M4s. The shotgun delivering as well. Gives Device the AK-47 now. It's a big round for them to win. It's got a massive knock-on effect. There's no loss bonus established. They're going to force buy here. 3 pistols and a couple of rifles in the hands of ZywOo and Spinks. His Flames are obviously his AK up. He'll go without Kevlar this round.
No timeout before this. They're still in spawn.
Yeah, they're kind of fumbling it somewhat.
I mean, they can afford to play late. They're just going to have zero control and not much util to get those positions back, respecting all the smokes that Astralis throw.
But this is more a buy because their economy is in tatters rather than oh, okay, we have a really good plan or there's something that we want to do, and also just putting faith in ZywOo, really, with the AK.
You've got to.
Oh, and that's why they've got faith in ZywOo. He's opened up the round. Device falls no less, and so Stown doesn't see a thing. ZywOo just continues his reign of terror, but it's promptly ended by Stair back in the spawn.
They weren't near it.
Oh, Stair gets out with a double, and will they be ready for Yabi now? Waiting in at the truck. They've seen him, they've got the info, and they go looking for him. He does well to flick back and even get out of that with one, but it's Apex in the position that could do all the punishment to Astralis right now. Oh, no! The timing! Apex just looked away. And so Mezzi now has to do it in the 1v2 clutch.
He is known to win a clutch or two. This is where he thrives. This is where he can actually do some very devastating work. He's going to be a nice position here. He lines himself up for the first, converts a headshot, perfectly plays Molotov as well, buys him 7 seconds. I say that's a brave maneuver.
Re-volley. Oh, Mezzi, he cooks! Everyone's rushing Russian mollies. Everyone's trying to play against the expectation.
That is wild. What a maneuver, Yanko.
A quad cast and no one has a word to say.
That is absolutely nuts.
That's how impressive that was from Mezzy. Very well thought out clutch, knows that stun is most likely to come from Banana, gets a great off angle for the player in CT. Great usage of utility. And then catching Stone off guard here with the push through the molly. Incredibly important round by the UK player.
Through the molly, wasn't ready for anyone to push it.
Dude, I mean, seeing this resurgence of Messi now down the tail end of Inferno is huge. He was missing on Mirage. He looked weirdly nervous and kind of out of position constantly by the time Vertigo rolled around. And now here, he's just saved the day for Vitality, offering up a 1v2 and then going on to secure the opening kill in the next round.
And I think that clutch is probably why in a lot of these situations you see the team that has two players play together, right? It really wasn't quite possible in this round for Astralis. You know, it was just an awkward situation, but you don't want to give the opponent those 1v1s.
He gets another one as well. And this is what Apex was talking about, right? Messi having confidence,
getting a chance here.
Not respecting his opponent, playing to win. And that's a Messi we're getting right now. Can he get us a third kill on this B bomb site? Both players
they're both here.
Molotov is available. Apex just anywhere will do. He gets it in. That's going to force a pistol to swing. Down, no one even looking. He gets out and into safety. His device provides a cover. The bomb must run away. ZywOo, can they catch him before he escapes? Banana down, hunting him down, but just a second too close.
This round's back on, though. They can definitely do something with this. ZywOo's low. The double stack of the B bomb site has yielded 2 kills and sent them packing back in towards A. Bomb planted, default spot. I doubt there's a kid available right now, but they have got a couple of rifles here. I think they need to go for it to some degree.
Spinks is too far away.
Bomb is for him, though, when he gets eventually into the apartments.
Yeah, he won't stay here forever, right? But
surely.
He's only just started to piece together, okay, they're not flanking. And then ZywOo's thinking, well, great, now I just have to deal with both of them. He's only good for one. Spinks going to get here just in time over to the short side. His device aware. Is he ready with no kit? Spinks is trying to take this one at time. And he'll even swing out right at the end.
That's a call as well. The call you have to trust. They're on eco. They won't have a kit. And Spinks doesn't bite for at least 5 seconds before he goes for that check.
We saw that as well on Vertigo from Spinks here. He has a perfectly set internal clock. He knew it was unlikely they had the kit there. Bides his time until the point of no return there for the device. And Mezzy opening frags once more. They got a little interesting there, but Astralis baited into the retake. They don't save anything. And now they really are in a problematic spot. They're force buying, boys.
Look at this money at the end of the game.
Down we go.
Over for Astralis if they can't get this mid-rush cooking.
ZywOo real clean with it, and Mezzy there to lend a helping hand. This might be the beginning of the end for Astralis as 12 is racked up, dominantly so by the Vitality squad. In full control now. Since that initial 6-round streak that Astralis embarked upon, they've won just 2 rounds.
And you take the timeout now. You know, after that round, I think that was probably, you know, a last-second call, really, where they didn't even have time to take a timeout, talk it through. I don't like that call at all. I think you need to just concede the round, play for overtime at that point in time. And I think this is what Astralis, why we still, you know, there's some people saying, oh, they're the best team in the world, and, you know, maybe, and we just don't know about it. I think until you get through some of these playoff games against the more experienced teams that have been together, you know, until Device gets a little bit more experience as a caller, you can't get that title, obviously, right? And I think we see that. We saw that a little bit in Chengdu. We're seeing it here. Funnily enough, Inferno was the decider both times. And just ripping apart at the seams when the game gets really close.
This might be it.
Considering how this series started for Vitality, they've done an incredible job of kind of bouncing back from a wild first map. Having to close out Vertigo closely, but now by the time we get to Inferno, in spite of going 6 rounds down, they go on to punish Astralis, only dropping 2 rounds past the initial 6. They want a statement win here. Spinks has opened the round and he's even ready for Stown up in the apartments. This one is approaching its conclusion. with ZywOo topping the charts. Apex in there behind him, stalwart across the 2 maps that Vitality went on to pick up. Apex has had more than enough impact here. He has carried the weight of Vitality when everyone else was a little quiet. He's had ZywOo there backing him up every step of the way.
Apart from then.
And they are slow, they are steady, but they will walk it over the line here. Missed shot from Pro, stare against the world, and Spinks going for the throat. This is a Vitality who are here to play, defeating FaZe dominantly and taking out Astralis at the end of the afternoon. 2-1, a huge comeback. Apex leading by example, and ZywOo in MVP form.
Vitality gave Astralis 2 rounds past their hot start. They were pissed at the beginning of Inferno, going 6-0 down. They left them with no room.